sum up 2022, this speaks for all of us, was learning. We learned a lot in 2022.
So the plan for 2023 would be first quarter, Eli dropping his body.
Eli. Main focus right now is just to get it jumping.
Most likely be the talk of the town.
So that nigga, when I get lit, bro, I'm taking it with me, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I'm here at the Aqua Lounge. We about to talk about my new album, Scorpio.
You kill me? Why is that even on your brain? Why is that on your cranium? I personally think the nicest nigga to never get a ring is AI.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Aqua Lounge Podcast. I got special guests in the building, but, you know, they go as one name, BPM. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourselves. I appreciate y'all coming down.
What's good?
I
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. Yeah, this is Business Party Music. Shit, we've been going for a long time, man. Shit, if I could take it back, 2008? We going back 15 years. 15 years of grind, 15 years of turmoil, 15 years of fire. I could say we've been in just about every situation you could be in just before making it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going back all those years. If I could take y'all to a place, me and Sam John, we in the whip. We cloth talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about, what it is that we want. We asking the universe to take us in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So we're having that talk about, the current day and what's going on. And at that same time, the universe is revealing answers to us. You know what I'm saying? So Business Party Music, it was an idea that came from manifestation, right. Something that I asked from the universe, to guide us in a direction and give us a name that meant something. So when you think Business Party Music, you think BPM, beats per minute, we're talking about the heart, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about, that the essence of a track, the essence of life, right. Basically. And, with having those cloth talks, we were able to just off the talk to build us to a place where, we was able to brush shoulders with the legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sam John, we went to L.A. We met with Scott Storch. We spent time at his house. You know what I'm saying? He basically lifted the veil over our eyes so that we can actually see what the industry is, and I'm forever thankful for that, So having that cosign so early on in the game and to get to where we are today means a lot, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you can imagine 15 years of a business, it's not always good times, especially with music, right. Music is so, it could be easy, but at the same time, it could be very difficult, So over the time, like, especially after getting to a place where you taste the high of making it, but like we said before, making it isn't always making it. You know what I'm saying? Being there isn't making it. So once you actually get to that point where you thought in your mind that once I get here, I made it, and then you get there and that you realize that that's not making it, it takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you kind of rethink the whole thing, the whole operation. So over the time, Business Party Music going through its different iterations, we were able to get to a place where my brother Adon and they came into the picture with me and Sam John, and they brought that energy back. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eli, he came through. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into how that came about, but he came through and he brought that energy back to Business Party Music. So I'm thankful for where we are today, and that's just a little insight onto how deep Business Party Music goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, no pun intended. But this isn't something that just started today. This is a real business that many years of learning went into to get us to where we are today.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have a question. So like you were saying, BPM, business party music, it was kind of like a universal thing that kind of was brought to you, right?
Yeah.
So was the crew involved before, the universe told you BPM, or was it something that, you had the concept of BPM and then you were like, all right, this is what I want, so let me go find some of these guys?
So what I can say is that everybody was involved all along. You know what I'm saying? As far as Eli and Adon, they were involved, but they just weren't involved with the actual day-to-day of the business. And where I'm talking early days, the preconception of business party music.
Okay.
I already knew Eli. You know what I'm saying? So he was in the picture, but we never spoke about music yet. So everybody who you see here now was already in the picture when that was conceptualized, business party music. So business party music also had several iterations since 2008 to get to where we are now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you go back to 2008, you're thinking different genres of music. You know what I'm talking about? You're talking about what was that? What was that dance shit? Jerk.
The jerk.
Yeah, that shit sound crazy now. That shit sound crazy now, but at the time it was lit.
Yeah.
So, going back to 2008, that's where we started. We was making hype music like that, and we went, play viral back then, 2008, Facebook. No, not even Facebook yet, MySpace. We went a little viral back then, you know what I'm saying? And Sam John was involved, but he was just a part of like the people making music on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, over time, I'm making music, he's making music, he's just across the town. The universe brought us together, so now that added into this idea that was going that evolved from other names in the past that then created derivatives into other people that you may know, people that's listening, that's going to watch this, they know, and the people that know, they know. You know. So you know what I'm saying? So this is a fountain, you know what I'm saying? And this fountain done dripped off into other directions, but the essence is here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So what you see here today, this is the essence of what that is, and everybody else that you see here today came into the picture and they added on to that. And they created this machine, you know what I'm saying, that allows it to exist.
Okay. So everyone here sitting, right, was in the picture, but from my understanding, from what you were saying, it was, you and Sam John that kind of started the BPM.
Right. So business, so basically, right. So we basically realized, so once we got with Scott Storch, that pushed us to have to, so the name existed, but then that made us have to get our paperwork together, because anybody who knows, in order to sign a deal, you have to have an LLC. You have to have a business to sign the deal. So in order for us to get that deal, we had to sign. So that's what created the business knowledge behind it. So I had to learn about all of that to even incorporate, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, we got with Darren Heitner, who if people who know about entertainment attorneys, you know what I'm saying? That's, Antonio Brown, that's his attorney. You know what I'm saying?
Top guy.
Yeah, so, so top guy, he set us up, and that showed me the picture of how this thing goes. Okay. So, so Business Party Music became official, you know what I'm saying? And during that time, and me and Sanjan, we had already been making music. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we had already been making music. Business Party Music became an actual thing. We did our LA run. We seen what the music industry was about, and then after going through the motions, several years later, my brother, who was already around, he sprung into action. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those things. And, I'm going to hand the mic over to him so that he could kind of give you guys some insight about how he came into the picture.
Wait, just real quick.
Yeah.
Go down the line, introduce yourselves.
Because BPM.
Those who don't know,
right.
Tune the hell in, but.
Who creates BPM? Who's in the group?
Yeah, who's in the
Go
group?
down the line here.
Yo, it's Trill for short. You dig?
What's going on? It's Eli. For y'all who know, you know. If you don't know, you better tap in.
Tap the fuck in.
All I want to say is that without the rest of my brothers, there's no Eli, though. So, for real.
Amen to that. It's Adon in the building. Go by Adonis as a real name, but A-Downs for short. You know you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A-Down out here talking this shit. I respect
I was about to talk my shit. I was gonna talk my shit, but I was like, let's be humble for a little while.
We'll get into that.
And you already know, it's your boy Hoop, Sam John. You already know BPM,
Hello.
the firm, BPM, the family. We here. I want to thank y'all for having us here.
Yes.
And I want to
Family,
thank y'all
bro.
for tuning in, too.
Yeah, yo,
You know,
tune
we
in,
here,
tune
special guests.
Mm-hmm.
Just to bring y'all some facts, tell y'all the stories, and let y'all know it's really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Better tap in, bro.
Yes, sir.
So the you were speaking on Scott Storch, right?
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll bring that up in a little bit, because that's definitely some shit.
That's crazy.
But
I want to know more about that.
yeah, we're gonna have to So did you guys know each other for a minute?
Yeah. I mean, I've known Julian, 10 years?
No shit.
I've known of him
Okay.
for a minute, you know what I
Okay.
mean? But as far as knowing somebody's different,
Mm-hmm.
I've known Julian on a personal level for about 10 years. You know?
This is my brother for real.
Yeah,
That's
this my
crazy.
brother
Yeah,
for
that
real.
goes
Yeah,
back,
man. Yo, we
bro. That's
family, we blood,
wild.
man. But Adonis I've known for about what?
Shit, since you moved out here.
Yeah, since I moved out out to the island. Sam John I've met quite recently, probably 2-3 years ago. I've known of him for a while though. He shot a video. I popped out to the video.
Okay.
It was lit. But besides that, we all came together, man. It's been a long time coming. He's really my brothers, you know what I'm saying, from the dirt. And man, y'all just gonna have to see for real. Like we got a lot coming, and it's not how it is without all of us. You know, one of us isn't enough. It's all of us or none of us.
That's big right there.
Yeah, for real, man.
So is everyone here from Long Island?
Y'all all rep the LI? Like you said, you moved here. Where
Yeah, I
from?
mean, I rep Long Island because, you know, that's where we at.
Yeah.
But originally, I was born and raised in Queens, New York.
Okay,
You
word.
know, I'm from the boroughs. But, you know, shout out to Queens. You know, they made me, but Long Island raised me pretty much. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
word, yeah.
Came into myself out here. So, got to rep what's up. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. Hell yeah.
And another thing I want to add on to, for real, because, you know, y'all put on for the island a lot, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists make music out here, but they don't be jacking Long Island like they should be. I just want to say that. For
They
real.
don't at all.
They don't.
A lot of famous people from here that don't
Yeah,
want to
man,
talk
you
about
know,
it.
It's time for a turning curve. And
Yeah.
we as a unit, we're going to change that, for real.
I mean, we have to. It's almost like our duty. It's like, bro, we're seeing all of this. Like, you know, there's people popping up. You know, people say they're from New York City and everything, but they're from Long Island. You know what I mean? There's people that are from Long Island.
I feel like you should take, you know, you should be who you are. Don't try to be somebody else because that's what's up. Like, I just want to add on to that a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm sorry because I've been thinking about this lately. You see what Long Island produces as far as music, and people are always trying to sound like something. I feel like Long Island needs its own face. Long Island needs its own sound. Long Island needs to. They need to know what Long Island is, because yes, Long Island's nice, but there's also a lot of cons that come with this shit, and a lot of people. There's not a lot of light put on that because of where we you know, politics and whatever you want to say, but the same shit that goes on everywhere else in this world goes on right here at home, and I feel like everybody needs to know that and start taking that into consideration when they become who they are becoming, and not hide from it. A lot of people trying to jack like the down south swag, and they want to sound like that. Nah, man, be you, and that's what makes authenticity real, and that's what allows your fans to tap in and be a fan of you, not a fan of what you represent. Be a fan of you first. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
And
facts.
gets to understand what you represent and everything else that comes along with that. So, yeah,
And also,
man,
also
like,
with,
come on.
even with the island, like going off of that, like the island has a unique sound too. Like it don't sound like Jersey, it don't sound like the boroughs, it don't sound like upstate, it don't sound like none of that shit. Like it has its own unique sound, and nobody wants to embrace that shit. Everybody's trying to sound like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn. Like you're not from Brooklyn. I know where you're from. You don't even have family in Brooklyn, man. Like stop playing. Like, you know, like a lot of people are doing that shit. You just gotta embrace where you from. And there's such a diverse group of people. If you've really been around, if you really know how to embrace those groups, you know how to integrate all those groups into what you're doing. So just based off of what you saying, Eli, like real life facts. Like, you gotta embrace the shit and make it your own and make it its own sound, and that's how everybody's gonna come through to embrace the island for more than just we got the Hamptons out here.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
It's more than just the Hamptons. There's a whole island before you get to the Hamptons.
Yeah, there's something there before that. Like,
Yeah.
Before that.
You know what I'm saying?
Before.
Yeah, but to get back to what you asked me, sorry for taking it off.
Nah,
subject.
dude, no.
But yeah, I'm from Queens. Queens made me, Long Island raised me. You know what I'm saying?
Where you from, Adon?
Yeah, where? I grew up on the island. You know, Strong Island out here.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, like in the area, you know, more out east, not Nassau, Suffolk County. Always moved around, so I just say I've been around in the area.
All right.
It's been moving around.
Facts. All right, so I'm born out in Jamaica, Queens, and shit. I grew up out here in the island. My pops lived out in Far Rock, so I'd always be out in Far Rock. Like, that's where I was boxing at and all that shit. So, like, if any fucked up experiences I had, any wild shit that ever happened to me, I was probably by myself out in Far Rock. I came back out here to the island and was like, yo, I know ain't none of y'all are on this type of time. Like, I was really just surrounded on the court by myself. Like, you know, if I gotta take the cell, you know,
Shit get
you know what I'm
grizzly.
saying? Like,
Shit get
but
grizzly.
Facts, and it's a way different type of time out there. And like, just coming back out to the island, like, you know, people out here, they'll talk about it. They'll talk about they moving some type of way, but like, if you don't have to actually move that type of way, you ain't have to actually watch over your back, because shit, you make the wrong turn.
Yep.
You in fucking Brownsville, you on Canarsie or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Shoeless.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think it is about Long Island? Is it something where people may not want to say I'm from Long Island for some reason?
I think it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Get into that.
say-
Get into that. Get into that. Identity
you
is
go first.
There's
everything.
no identity to Long
Okay.
Island. Like, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody who feels differently about that, but in my opinion, there's no identity. Nobody is them. You know what I mean? They're trying to live a different lifestyle and a different story. You know what I mean? When some people actually have that story from here. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that you need to embrace your identity, whether you ain't been through shit or you have been through the most shit. Just embrace what you're going through and turn that into music. Don't just make random pushes to be something. Be you, and let that speak for itself. You know what I'm saying?
So you think it's somewhat
Let me
peop-
let me add on. Let me add on to what Eli
Yeah.
just said. Yo, I'm about to fuck they head up right now. I'm about to fuck they head up.
Nah,
Yo,
don't do it to him.
Where's the camera at? Right here?
He about to do it
Right
to
here?
him. He about to do it
Yo,
to him.
I'm about to
He about
fuck
to
your
do it
head
to
up
him.
right
here,
now.
right here. Chilling.
Right here, I'm about to fuck your head up right now.
Tell him.
Everything happens everywhere.
Facts.
Think about that for a second, right? So the problem is that nobody made it cool yet. But the same shit that's happening in the boroughs, the same shit is happening out here.
Yup.
Now, here's the real shit, right? You have a out west thing, you have an out east thing. Now I'm getting into fucking real Long Island politics right now, and niggas know, right? Out west, you closer to the boroughs, so you're gonna see some real hood shit. Out east, you're gonna have, you know what I mean, in
Closer
different
to the
flavors.
farms.
Yeah, closer to the
Closer to the
farms. It's
six.
more rural. You feel me? It's
It's
it's a
a little
different
more
demographic.
I was gonna
Right.
say it's a little bit more suburban. Like, just not even talk about just the demographic, just the layout is more suburban,
Right.
than out in Nassau.
Right. So all right. So we have this idea of the city. You know, the city sets the flavor. The city has all the hood shit. But and then out east, you know, it's a little different. But out east, just like in the city, out east you have your hood spots. Out east you have your rich spots. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same shit. It's just a different flavor, different layout. But it's the same shit going on. I promise you.
People
So-
shooting out in Queens. People shooting out east.
Out east, yeah. So
Because I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I think because some of it may be, you know, because even personally for me, like when I say, you know, people ask where I'm from, right? You know, is it more of, you think it's, you know, Long Island is kind of made in a way, and like people get the idea that it's the rich area, and it's, you know, is that kind of what you?
I feel like there's a shadow, like a big ass shadow.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like, my fault before you go. I just feel like a lot of people like y'all saying, like there's kind of a shadow. Everybody, when they think Long Island, like I was saying before, they think Hampton.
Yeah.
They think money. They think
Yeah.
it's just rich. But if you're really on the island, you know it's not that. Stop lying. Like, yo, like, there's no reason to be like, all right, nah, I can't really say I'm from Long Island because people gonna think I just been around a bunch of white people when you know that's not been your life. Like, you don't got to try to lie to people. Motherfucking Travis Scott grew up around just as many white people as you think people think you've been around. And nobody think about him like that. Like, you just got to embrace the shit. You just got to know who you are and just, my fault to stop you from going. But you just got to know who you are, stay true to yourself. Like, you ain't got to think about how everybody going to think of you. Like, exactly. People are people, no matter what. Everybody going to have the same experience like everyone's been saying. Like, you can't try to jack that from nobody. Like, you just got to know how to put into the correct words. Really, at that
not even to say, like, bro, Long Island's got a lot of people, right? Yo. If you can get Long Island on your side, bro, that's a lot of fucking people.
Yo,
that's a lot of people.
What's the first thing I told you? Exactly what he just said. You know what I mean? There's money to be made here, right?
Facts.
But I'm just going back to what I said before. There's no identity. There's no identity. First of all, I want a lot of people to know this, and anybody who really ever been through some shit will tell you the same thing. People is making music to try to reenact something. They want to live something that people are trying to run away from. That speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People make music about the shit they live on the daily basis to get away from that shit. And there's people trying to live that shit to try to make it. They're doing it it's pretty much backwards. It's backwards. So what I'm saying is, if you've been through shit, talk about it. If you haven't been through shit, you want to be let go ahead, talk about it. But you have to have an identity. If you have no identity, then you in anything in life, you need an identity to run with. You take your story, and you go with it. You know what I mean? Besides that, there's nothing else you could possibly do to sway the people to like you, because before anybody likes your music, they have to like you, your story, and who you stand for, what you stand for. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It comes down to being an identity. Be who you are, and if people jack it, cool. People jack it. If not, you got to keep trying to be yourself until something works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't got to try to be something that you're not. Because trying to be that, you just going to work harder and then get yourself fucked up, really.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't live that life. You just acting. You an actor now. And now, people that don't know you an actor going to really try your shit. And then when they really try your shit, now what? It's too late.
Right.
So.
Right. To round off that subject, one thing that I could say that to enlighten the viewers, one thing that I could say I learned about music is that, and these are words from people who've been there, $100 million niggas, it has to be organic. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to rap, it has to feel real. It has to be real. So you might as well be yourself, because being yourself is going to take you a further way than, trying to portray something you're not. So, leading that back into, business party music, that's what we emphasize. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about rap music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we rap, but we make music, So everybody has a different flavor. Everybody adds to the equation, but everybody is talking their real truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's the most important to me, and I know that's what's the most important to them. You know what I'm saying? So just if I could give you an example, like I'll make more like the radio, like fucking I'm trying to blow up a stadium. You know what I'm saying? Eli is gonna hit you with that street shit. Adon gonna give you that Latin shit. And Sanjon gonna give you some Kendrick shit. He gonna talk and he's gonna bust your mind open. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, and it's about staying true to self. Long Island needs an identity.
Facts.
Somebody needs to make this shit cool. So, so speaking on that and knowing the Claw Talk, we're here today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're here today.
For real. Like, and identity, like y'all are talking about. Like,
Yes.
How, like, because I want to bring something up. Like, I'm going to make note of something. Like, y'all are a group, a collective. You know what I'm saying? So, like, part of your identity is that, right?
Yeah.
So, like, talk about that a little bit. Like, what's the advantage of that?
Yeah. So, the advantage of being in a group, you have that competition aspect. You know what I'm saying? So, competition breeds success. You know what I'm saying? Pressure makes diamonds. So, knowing that you're in a group, but also having the same mindset, knowing that we having the same destination. We're in a group, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's competition. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when Eli going on the track, when A-Don going on the track, Sam John going on the track, and they send me some shit and it's hot, you know what that do? I'm like, oh, word? Oh, yeah.
I got to get in the studio.
Yeah, I got to make some hot shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to put my brother down, but it's like, oh, okay, you done fueled it up. That's what it should do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How a lot of people, my fault to cut you off, how a lot of people don't see this shit is like, you got to be like the motherfucking 2013 Heat. Like, everybody here is a motherfucking star. Like, I see you put up 30, I got to put up 30 next. You got to put up 30.
Nah,
Like,
you put up 30, I'm putting up 40, nigga.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's the bare minimum. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Bro, what? Like, we got to keep running it up. Like, we got
Every
to push
time,
each other to
yeah.
be better. And,
Oh,
like,
God.
it ain't even like it's a mean competition. It's a friendly competition to lift each other up. So we start winning one championship. Let's try to see if we can win 10 championships type shit. Like, let's see if we can win 6 in motherfucking 8 years type shit. Like, that's how you got to start thinking about
Right.
it. That's
And
how
then,
you got to start approaching the
and
shit.
then the beauty of it, you know, when you think about a team aspect, and I like to always bring it back to sports. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays a role. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, knowing that everybody plays a role, everybody has their season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their opportunity to shine. Everybody has that moment where they put the team on their back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I learned from Eli. You know what I'm saying? So we got this business that's going for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, with music, you could go for a long time. Nothing comes out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's discouraging as fuck.
Yeah.
So it happens all the time. So
Yeah.
sometimes you need that light. You know what I'm saying? And then so what Eli did was he came into the equation and he brought that light, right? So now when we talk about the competition aspect, he came in with new energy now, right? So he's starting to set the bar. You know what I'm saying? So he's setting the bar, and I'm like, oh shit. Brody coming with some shit. All right, let me hit him with it. You know what I'm saying? So he dropped some shit. I dropped some shit. I took a few bars in there for him, like, hey, yo, homie, all right, you got the shit? All right, this competition, I'm going to get it. If you going for the top, I'm going for the top too. But it's
That's a
no
fact.
hate.
No,
It's
not
hate.
at all, bro.
It's all
not at all.
love.
And I want to just say because we can relate a little bit with that as being producers. You know, we own a studio here, so you know we we're music producers. So you know, Robbie over here, he's making beats. I'm making beats. You know, if you know, there's the competition is not. It's not like a real competition, but it's like, yo, if I hear him in the room making something, I'm like, yo, I'm inspired by that. I gotta go make that now because he's making something hard.
I'm gonna know about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
yeah.
And he's gonna know about it.
Yeah, like he's making something I'm hearing, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get on my computer. I gotta make some shit that's gonna hit like that. You know what I mean?
Happens every day. This motherfucker cooks more than anybody I know. I cook a lot of beats, but this motherfucker cooks a lot of beats.
Working in the
Right.
life 24/7.
Yo,
like,
bro.
He inspires me to be like, yo, he cooking.
You said
cooking
it.
10 beats a day. I'm like, yo, I'm cooking 6, and I'm like, yo, like.
And if I make 10, but he makes 1, but that 1 is better than all my 10, I'm like, shit.
all
I gotta
good.
fucking go.
But
Yeah.
if he's your brother, you gonna
That's
walk
what I'm
with the
saying.
bag. You
And that's what I'm
gonna-
saying.
It's
And
all-
everything we do is together. So it's we're building. We're just constantly building off of each other.
Right.
That's how it goes.
So Brody said the word, and that makes me think, right? We're all here today because we inspire each other. Yeah. That's what it is.
So crazy how powerful that shit is.
That's what it is, bro.
We inspire
That's really
each
what
other.
it is.
So this business party music is a group of inspiration. That's what it is. We're together to inspire each other, you know. And it's not about who is the favorite, who's being seen, who got the light. It's like it's not about egos. It's about we put this together. We created competition. If one rises to the top, shit, we all rise to the top.
That's exactly, bro.
You know, so that's yo, hey Don, boy, I tell you, connected. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, and that's the essence of it. So I would encourage the viewers to, if you trying to, not even trying, we don't use that word. If you're on the road, if you're doing it and you working towards it and you're on your way to the top, put yourself around like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself around people who are on the same mission, because that's going to inspire you, because they're going to show you light and they're going to show you a vision that you ain't see. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so important in life. You know what I'm saying? You need other people around you to push you, not only to push you, but to bring other insights, because you can't cover the whole map. You need other people to explore their avenue and bring it to you. And that's what it is. Business party music, where it's a competition. It's a collective. You know what I'm saying? We're here to breed success. We're here to put pressure on each other. You need someone to hold you accountable, right?
Yeah.
Not all of us have that. So this is what this is. This is a group of people who decided to hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
regardless of the
Look
fact.
how far that gets.
That's
you.
the realest shit. Because literally every single, like, you need a team.
Yeah, you can't do it by
there's-
yourself. Stop playing yourself. You can't do it by
playing.
yourself.
You
I-
need a team.
Yeah,
bro.
I need, you got to take it back to childhood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you figured it out eventually. You started getting up on your own, but at first somebody had to fucking help you.
That's a fact.
It goes
You
back to
didn't
one
just wake
simple
up and
thing,
start
y'all.
dressing yourself.
It goes back to one simple thing. Teamwork make the dream work.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
That's it
Yes,
right
sir.
there.
Simple from your childhood.
That's it.
Like
Simple.
right there.
Yes.
We've been told this.
Keep
since we were
shit simple.
So,
Like,
with that being said, if you want to win, you got to surround yourself with wolves of the same culture, and that's what that's gonna do is it's gonna create the wolf pack. And you know what happens in a wolf pack? That there's an alpha that leads into the way, but amongst that, you create other wolves. You create killers. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what you have is you have 4 alphas that came together as a pack. Now we all have our own following behind us. Sandra got his own life. Adon got his own life. Eli got his own life. I got my own shit going on, and we got followers, each one of us. So now we bringing that whole shit together. You know what
And
I'm
if
saying?
that doesn't show you,
Voltron.
if that doesn't show you that putting the ego to the side and letting others kind of come in and just help you, like that's
Y'all don't understand.
It's hard to do at first, bro.
y'all don't even understand. Like, it starts with me and him, and like where we from, it's like on his side of town, he the one. On my side of town, I'm the one. So it's like,
Take it on a deeper level.
So then
on
I
his
had,
side
like-
of town, he the one.
Yeah,
On his side
yeah.
of town, he the one.
facts.
What?
Like, yo, and we came together from Ultron, and we come through like the motherfucking Avengers.
I was about to
Like-
say the Avengers, bro. That's some shit.
Like, for real,
The
like.
Avengers.
That's what's up.
No bullshit.
God.
Like, egos to the side. Like, all right, nah, we gonna make this shit work. Like, for real, for real. Like,
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yo, I want to.
Yeah.
Eli, talk.
Right before y'all go.
Nah, go.
Yo, I always say this. So you said the word ego, right? You have to earn the right to have an ego. Think about that for a second. You know what I mean? You people walk around with their head up high all day and their nose all. You know what I'm saying? But you have to earn that right. You can't have how you have an ego. You ain't got shit going for you. You know what I'm saying? Not you personally. I'm just saying. in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
How somebody got an ego and you ain't accomplished shit? You know, like think about that.
Doesn't even make sense.
And I tell people that shit
Like,
all
that-
the time.
that makes
You
perfect,
gotta
like,
earn the
yo.
right to have an ego. You want to have an ego?
That's-
Go do something. Teach me something. Change some shit, and then you have
That's a
all the
fact.
power to have an ego.
Yo.
That's on you. You know what I mean?
That's
But
crazy.
until then,
Champs.
That's
you
big
can't
right
have no
there.
fucking
Yo.
ego. And I don't care what cloth you cut from. You know what I'm saying? You a street nigga. If you a regular humble nigga, how you got an ego? What did you do to earn that ego? All right, until you give me that answer, then stop talking, because I don't even have the right to have an ego, and I know I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, yo, I know I'm. What camera am I looking at right now?
Where?
Yo,
Right here, right here.
yo, I know I'm him. I'm him. You know what I'm saying? That's no
Chosen one,
disrespect
the
to
chosen
anybody.
one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm him. And like I can't even have an ego at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But that speaks for itself. You got to earn the right to have an ego. How you got an ego? You don't even ever accomplish nothing. And I say that shit
That's
all the
big.
time. But
Yo, I'm gonna give y'all an example of what ego does to a group of people, right?
What
All
ego
this is-
does?
thi-
What ego does? Yeah, okay.
Right? This is ego. This is ego. I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give them a real life example, right? This is ego, right?
gonna do it.
Ego is we a
gonna
group
do
of
it.
people, right? So and so, name the record label. Use your fucking imagination. Says, yo, let's have a meeting, but I only want to have a meeting with 2 of you, cause y'all got the hot tracks right now. Da da da. So guess what ego does, right? The meeting ain't even happened yet. We just talking about the meeting. So and so want to meet with us. He just want to meet with so and so. Guess what happens before the meeting even takes place?
What happened?
Fucking bloodshed.
God damn.
Fucking bloodshed. You want to know why? Because the ego. Thinking you have the right to have an ego, right? So guess what happens when the meeting takes place?
What happens?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
God.
God damn.
How?
Oh shit! But guess
How
what
did this
happened to
happen?
your collective before the meeting even take place? That even happened. Y'all already fucking stabbed each other in the back, killed each other. Fucking, it's over.
Over. Done with.
That's the ego. That's what the ego does. They dig. Everybody done dug up the seed and said,
Mike,
I'm not gonna be a part of this shit. I'm fucking done. I'm not a part of this shit. I'm digging up the seeds. Fuck the whole shit. That's what ego does.
That's
to a group of
crazy.
people.
It does,
That's
bro.
fucking.
And I'm-
Facts. And you'll see that in many levels,
Right.
many different ways,
Right.
but
I'm
it's going to
saying
be the
this-
same basis.
I'm saying it
like-
because it
But
happened before.
people can't admit that though.
No, they cannot.
People cannot
They really
admit
can't.
that.
And that's the I mean, yeah.
I'm saying for you, you're obviously admitting that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But I'm saying a lot
That's
of
why
people
y'all are
can't
I've
admit
been
that.
through it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I've been
if you've
through
been through it,
Yeah, I've been
at
through
this
it.
point, it's just whatever. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean-
shit. What's the worst going to happen? It's going to
Yeah.
happen again? Like, I already know it's going to
Yeah,
happen.
because as we said at the beginning, Business Party Music has several iterations, and other of those iterations exist today in other forms due to that very reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk to him, Eli.
I don't know
Talk
who's
to
gonna
him.
see this, who's not gonna see this, right? But they know who I'm talking.
It don't
to,
even
you know what I'm
matter.
saying? And they ain't on shit on any level. That's all I just gotta say. That music, wherever you want to take it to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't on it. You can't. You gotta earn that right to have ego. You gotta earn the right to walk around like I'm him. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may know it, like I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like you gotta earn that shit. It all comes back to earning your position in life. How you gonna be cocky? You don't even got shit to show for it.
Yup. Facts.
You gotta earn that. You gotta earn that.
Gotta earn it, bro.
Earn that.
So
Like you said, Brody.
I'm gonna move away a little bit from the music. So there might be other shit that's going on right now, but what we know of, Eli, just had a kid, right? Adon just got married.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Shout out to my son, man. For real. That's my everyday inspiration. I can't even put into words how I feel of that little man, you know what I mean? But I make a promise in front of the world to provide him with anything he ever needs. That's my number one, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you for even bringing that up.
Of course,
for real.
man. Of course,
He
man.
deserves that shit. He a star. He don't even know it yet.
Hell yeah.
Chosen one.
Yeah.
For real, that's my guy.
It's getting mushy now. This is a little bit.
Nah, it ain't mushy. That's some
In a
real
good way.
shit.
No, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
In a good way. In a good way.
Yo, he a star.
In
You
the
never
best
know
way
yet.
possible.
For real.
That's amazing. Blessings.
You heard? He got
Yeah.
that DNA. You heard?
Blessings.
That-
Blessings.
I'm telling you.
His first verse.
I'm telling you.
You understand what that's about to sound
You can
like?
see it. This is shit that I'm trying to tell you.
Better
The
be flames
universe
coming out the shit.
don't play games. The universe don't play games.
No, it
You can
does not,
see
yeah.
it. If the boy was in the room right now, you would see him in his baby form, and you would be like, "That nigga is it." You would be like, "Oh shit." I swear to you, this nigga looks like the Incredible Baby. Like,
Yeah.
dead ass, he came out perfect. Like, dead ass on a baby level. This nigga is fucking.
Amen.
Yeah,
That's
we get
blessings.
mushy as fuck,
Blessings.
but-
Blessings.
No, this is. I want to get
So
mushy.
Ada.
No.
So
Yeah.
Good shit. This is
yeah. No, this is good. This is
Yeah.
great.
This is the shit that brings the love, like the unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we can't talk, I mean, come on.
Facts.
Adon just got back from his honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa,
That shit
whoa,
was
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey.
He's out in DR, man.
What you do, blood?
He's out in DR, man.
What happened to DR? I want to know.
Drinking every fucking day. As soon as I walked up to the resort, champagne off the grip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Said a cup. I was thirsty as hell. It was hot as hell out there. It was
Yeah.
shit. I got there. I gulped that cup down. She was ready to give me a next. No homo.
Hey, yo.
No homo.
Yo. Hey.
But we was drinking every day, man.
Nah, you got to get him that. You got to get him details.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where were you at?
Cap Cana, Dominican Republic. It was resort, secrets resort over there. All inclusive, food,
Hedonism.
you name it.
There
I
you
was
go.
eating like crazy. Shit. So, shit. I hit the Mama Hana one night. One night. I said, yo, fuck it. I'm drinking this shit all day. When I woke up, I said, I'm drinking it. This is it. Shit.
It went all day till like 2 a.m. I fell asleep on the balcony.
What else?
Shit, I dropped the phone, woke up.
What else?
Yeah, you know niggas had to run to the bathroom.
Hey, yo.
He said, nah.
It was a wrap.
So speaking on some of like the family stuff, right? You know, how does that I don't know, affect your music in a way? Does it help you? You know, you got a wife now, right?
Yeah.
So does it affect you in a way of, you know, maybe you don't have as much time doing music? Do you have more time doing music? Like, how does that? Are you inspired more?
Great question.
Are you inspired more motivated in a way? Speak on that a little bit.
Well, you always got to make time for something. There's a lot of things that go on in everybody's life. So, come along with that. Everybody got their own life, and they got to do things a certain way to fit things in. So, if you want to make it happen, you'll make it happen.
Yes, sir. Can I add on to that, though? You
Go
mind?
for it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a similar situation for me. You know what I mean? And I don't want to veer off subject too much. You know what I mean? But I come from not the most. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my moms. You know what I'm saying? Show me how to make something out of nothing. And and all I'm saying is that made me learn I don't want that for mine. You know what I mean? And there's been a couple things in my life where I feel like I could have took more of an advantage of it.
Of course,
But
everybody.
Life happens. You never know what would stop something. And by me having my own family, that just makes me want more for them. You know, I want to give, like you brought up my son before. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him. I'm gonna give him the world. We gonna give him. But as his father, though, like I made it. Y'all hear it, you know, Right My Wrongs coming out in January. You know what I'm saying? I have a song displaying everything that I mean by trying to make this statement. I'm gonna give him the world, and just if anything, having a family behind you makes you want to do more. It gives you, inspires you, pushes you every day. And yeah, shit might get hectic at certain times because time, like you said, or you're taking time away from this to put it into that. But at the same time, what I'm putting my time into is going to benefit all of us for time coming.
Right.
And if I didn't see that happen, then I wouldn't waste my own time because my time is, you know, I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me say it like this.
When you working every day.
Yeah, when you put your all into your life comes with music, family, friendships, relationships, you know, ups and downs. When you put your all into this and you use every minute wisely, there's nothing but good could come from that, no matter what you're doing with your life. But if anything, having a family just pushes you a little more. Pushes you a little more because you got people to take care of. Right. You got people to make sure that you gotta provide for. You gotta make things happen. And that's how I look at things. You know, when I'm going to take a leap of faith, it's not for me. I don't look at that shit for me. I'm doing this shit for everybody.
For the family.
Sometimes I don't even. Like sometimes we go to record. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that shit, but I have to. It ain't no choice. You got to do it. You got to go record to 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then you got to wake up and get to it. That's it. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. The most paid person in this world didn't get to that position without doing it.
Right.
You got to do it.
Right.
You got to live it. You got to breathe it. If you believe in something, you got to chase it. And if you have the right ones around you, they'll do it with you. There will be no conversation. Oh, but there ain't no buts. We doing this as a unit to make better for all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's big. So speaking on that a little bit, right? So people that are in the music industry, you know, the ones that are taking this shit seriously, people know that you got to invest in your craft. You got to invest in your time. You got to invest in what you believe in, right? So what do you guys have like some jobs outside of the music that you guys do to support your music?
Yeah.
So speak on that a little bit.
Yeah. So Business Party Music, we live in 3-dimensional reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we actually have jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not running like fucking. We just make music.
Right.
Like, we actually live a real ass life, and I hope y'all resonate with that. You know what I'm saying? Because people be scared to say that shit.
Yo, people be scared to say they live like a human. They want to. Like I said, there's no identity. There's no identity.
They want the fantasy.
He's back to
Fuck him up. I'm about to fuck you up where the camera at. Right here, I'm about to fuck you up.
Yo, met Scott Storch. Went to his house. Man lived in a fucking palatial mansion. Palatial. $100 million fucking nigga. Guess where his son worked
everywhere.
at?
Where he work?
Chipotle.
Fucking Chipotle. He ain't lying.
Chipotle.
These are all facts.
Chipotle.
All facts.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
that's a
Chipotle.
fact.
They got
That's
that
a
new
fact.
steak, yo. Get that
Yo,
new
that
steak.
new
That's a
steak,
fact.
Feel me?
bustin'.
Mix the rice.
That
Don't
new-
ever just
that
get the
new
white
steak
rice. Mix
bustin'.
the
I
rice.
ain't gonna hold you. Facts. He's still working. He's still working.
They don't stop.
That ass.
They haven't stopped yet. Never.
I'm not speaking about any specific city, town, state, whatever. People make music and they make believe that that's all they do. And if that's all you do, you a bum ass nigga. I swear to God, because you either
Yeah.
living off somebody else.
Yep.
and a couple people get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like underground. You might be getting to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that speaks for itself. But besides that, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers that is faking the funk. They faking the shit out of it. And it's like, you don't got to do that. Identity, with that comes the path to wherever you're going to. Be you, be who you are, and that'll bring you. Because a lot of people can't relate to you. You know what I'm saying? If you $1 million dude, you getting all this money, how can I relate to that? I might like the shit you're talking about. Might like the shit you're saying. But people could relate to somebody that come from nothing. I'm trying to figure it out every day. As every day passes, I'm figuring it out. You could relate, like an average person could relate to that. And that's what builds a core fan base. You want that core fan base to take you to where you want to go.
Right.
Without that, there is no you. So you can keep trying to fake the shit like you don't wake your ass up every day at 7:30 to take your ass and clock in. Because that's what a human does. That's what a person does. You know, there's exceptions to that. But for the most part, that's relatable. Relate to me. I've been through all this shit. I'm figuring out as I go, I'm doing what I got to do at the moment right now, but this is where I'm going. Come with me, you know what I'm saying? That's relatable. That'll have core fans, real fans, not no bots, not no paid for shit, not no people speaking about shit they never even been through before. Be you and let that bring you to where you want to go.
Right. Right.
The path will create.
So with that being said, right? So to keep it simple for y'all, I'm a social worker. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So people don't like think like, oh, you could do that and make music. Yeah.
course
To,
you can,
to,
what?
to keep it simple for you guys.
Flesh.
Yes. That's really happening right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then on top of that, I have other businesses. You know what I'm saying? So me and the Brody, we got a fucking porta potty business. You know what I'm saying? So we work 9 to 5. We work, it's in the family.
Yeah.
So we work 9 to 5, but we also have other things going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that 9 to 5 grind. Yeah, when we lit, you gonna know they're gonna run this shit back. Yeah, I did social work. You know what I'm saying? But in social work, I rose to the top of that game. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that means to you, you know what I'm saying? Just understand that in life, you are who you are. Now, who you are can translate that into other things. So if I told you I rose to the top of that game, I'm just giving you guys just a little insight to the type of person that I am. All right?
Yeah, man. I got like 3 full-time jobs. I'm an artist. I'm a father. You know what I mean? That's a full-time. She got overtime every day.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But nah. I work on cars. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I do.
Technicians, baby.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey, Don.
Shit, you hit
Yeah.
a
Technician.
50, that motor blow, I got you.
You got it.
Nah, but yo,
Yeah. That's some good shit.
yo, look, we doing what we have to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could do other things, but for some of us, there ain't no choice. It's deeper than just the day to day, though. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than it. There's reasons and priorities and shit you got to live for. So you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
But at the same time, you know what time it is. You know, whether it comes music or just being the person that you are, person that I am. No matter what I do in this life, I'm still me. I'm still me. That's not going to change. You know what I mean? And I can say that for each one of you. You know what I'm saying?
Serious, y'all. Let him know what the fuck you do, nigga.
Oh yeah. You know, everybody said what they did. I ain't say what I did. Nah, but.
Give him the credentials. So you know what time it is.
Alright, so like before we even get to the job, like, you know, so I be modeling, I be acting, you know, we got the van out right now. You can go see that right now. I got another podcast, the most New York podcast ever. You can see that right now. I also produce besides just rapping, and for my, you know, day to day, you know, I'm an optician, so if you got something wrong with your eyes, you either see me or you seeing the doctor. And I've been working with the doctor long enough. Like, I could tell you probably what's going on with your eyes before you see the doctor. So I'm not, you know, Julie was saying, like, he made it to the top of, I don't got to reiterate it. But just know, we ain't playing when we say that, like, we them, like, when it's competitive drive, like, we ain't just trying to do the shit just to be, like, at the B+ level. We trying to be A++. Like, we trying to be top of the line. Like, we trying to be the standard type shit. Like,
Hold on, let me add on to that, though, because I don't want niggas think we corny, you know what I'm saying? Still pop out with more money than most of these niggas. Still pop out with your rent money on the fit, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
that's what we saying with all these
we
jobs.
do what we gotta
like,
do.
This ain't no normal shit that we doing right here. Like, not everybody could do what we all doing
The
individually.
proof is in the
like,
pudding.
Yes,
You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Basically, what he was trying to say is, we do regular shit, but we do it at a high level.
Right.
But understand that translates to life.
Fully.
That's on all aspects.
We not here trying to say that we just do music. Yeah, we do some shit on some real shit. We wake up every day just like the viewers and get to the bag so that we could support the music shit. When the music shit pop off, we gonna leave this shit behind. But you know how that shit go. That's the essence of it. That's what he's trying to tell you. It's not no bullshit. It's not no corny shit. This is fucking niggas getting to the bag the same way, whatever. You got to get to the bag the same way your parents got to get to the bag. We get to the bag. He's just trying to let you know we have professional jobs. So we're not just making music. You're talking to real people who graduated college, who are doing the shit that niggas is trying to do.
Facts. Yeah, I ain't even touch upon that. Yeah, you
Facts.
right.
Facts.
Good looks, y'all.
Facts.
Because
The nigga graduated college.
Besides,
listen, shout out to Sam John, but that school shit's crazy, man.
Yo.
Nah,
I ain't even gonna lie, because a lot of people don't do that shit. But besides a lot of people not doing that shit, a lot of people don't even go at least to Stony Brook and graduate the shit. So just take that into your mind real quick, because if you go to Stony Brook, you already know that's a top 30-something school in the fucking nation.
Yes,
So if
Hell
you
yeah.
already
Talk to
there,
'em.
you gotta already be on some type of shit. So I ain't even touch upon the shit. It's just normal to me. That's just some shit that, like, I knew I was gonna do, like, real regular, like, everyday bullshit. Like, to some people, that's crazy. That's regular to me.
Yeah.
Just so you know what type of fucking nigga I am. Like, I'm not like this ain't like
Bottom
what I'm
line
saying?
is you guys are working 9 to 5s, making a bag, but that time that you're not in a 9 to 5, you're grinding the music and you're grinding entrepreneurship.
We get to the shits. Like, if we
That's
if
what
we
it
about
is.
the shits, we gonna grind to the
Yeah.
shits. We gonna really bust our ass to really get to the shit on the high level. Like, we're not just trying to do it at the ground level. Anybody can do it at the ground level. You know somebody that's a singer at a bar right now. You know somebody that's doing karaoke for their friends. Yeah. Who the fuck cares about that shit? We're not just trying to do that shit. We really trying to touch millions of people across the world, not just the nation, in the world. Really touch your souls, really tell stories that really relate to you and really be ingrained in your fucking mind and your heart type shit. Like, when you think about your music, you're going to be like, nah, I need to play that A-Don. I need to play that Eli. I need to play that Trilly. I need to play that Sam John. You know what I'm saying? That's how we really going about the shit on all aspects, even just being like working on cars, just being social workers, just being opticians. That's how we already trying to be right now. So when we in the music, that's already in our souls. That's how we already started. That's how our blueprint is. So it ain't like we trying to reach that shit. That's who we are already. You know,
You guys are working overtime.
Yes, I just
Facts.
want to say real quick, y'all speak so highly of each other, and that's how I know, like, the energy is so, like, pure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's back to what you were saying with the universe and whatnot. Like, you really can't. One, you can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a group of people together and be like, all right, you need to act like this, you need to act like this, you need to act like this, and then this will happen.
Yeah, yeah.
We all know this here.
Think
That
about
is,
like
damn near impossible.
yeah, and like the probability, especially like now, like nowadays, like the probability of that is like very, very low. I feel like to have that like really click and work. So I just want to say like that's a beautiful thing. Y'all really talk highly of each other. It's motivating, honestly. Because
Yeah, that's the
right.
whole.
That's-
no ego is involved. Like that.
every
shit,
time we've said something,
it don't make
to
no
each
sense.
person is
like,
them.
I mean, this
it
is
ain't
definitely
no
some different
ego.
shit. This is some different shit.
It's
Yeah.
no ego because we are all that nigga.
Yeah.
He's him. He's him. He's him. I'm him. Dead ass.
Yep.
And that's
Ain't
all that
even no
matters. That's
argument
it.
about it.
like,
That's it.
Because you're him and you're him. And we are a group of hims right now.
Right?
That's the reason why
Dead
we're together.
ass,
It's
bro.
it's a reason why we're together. So to get on this fucking medium and talk, right now we're blessed because we have a collection of kings, people who are all the fucking pinnacle of who they are and where they're at coming together. Now, to put on this podcast for people to now witness, it's a beautiful thing. And I would just, universe, I'm fucking thankful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing me? It seems like I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the universe. Fucking thank you. Look at this shit.
That's a fucking
Look at
fact.
this shit.
Shout out to the Aqua Lounge.
That's a
Facts.
shout out BPM.
Shout out
Yeah.
Aqua Lounge.
Thank the universe.
That's a good
God.
reminder because
Woo.
people really.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to kind of veer off a little bit for a second.
Yeah. Let's
All right, let's
because
talk
this
to
could
him.
get a little spicy. in
Yeah.
this.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Hold up. What's on your mind?
So I want to talk about some things going on in the media and whatnot. You know, the sports world, the rap world. I want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about Kyrie.
Because one thing I want to just say
First of all, it sounds like a
quickly.
chick flick. Kanye
I want
Kyrie.
to just say quickly.
Right.
I want to say quickly because there may be a time, you know, well, there's gonna be a time where the things that people say is gonna have an effect on a lot of people.
A lot of
right?
people.
So
Yeah.
certain things that you're saying now, you guys are saying, we're saying, there's gonna be an effect, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that kind of
Right.
so that kind of leads
I'm
in.
thankful that you said that. The reason why, because when you bring it back to the root, why we're here today, business, party, music, right? When you break that down, business, party, music, right? Don't that sound like something? This is not only this is a music conglomerate. This is a political party,
Facts.
business party.
Business
party,
bro.
You feel me? Representatives.
Yeah.
Now, so when you say that and everything that we're saying now, you see that the words that people say are having more impact now than they have ever before. That leads us into where we're going and why we're here today. For the business party to have a voice. You feel me? Now, the business party. I'm saying that now. The business party. You have Republican Party. You have the Democrats. You have the business party. No, I'm just, use your fucking imagination.
Use your imagination.
You know, there's levels to this shit. That's
There's
what
levels
we
to
saying.
this shit. It starts with music.
Yeah.
We're
Starts with
talking
the music.
to you.
It goes back.
We're
back
talking to you. We're
music.
speaking
It
our
goes first.
testimony. And you've seen somebody come before us that spoke his testimony. His name is Kanye West. And he's running for president in 2024.
Back at it.
He's back at it.
Back at it.
You understand what I'm telling you right now? This is the business party. Kanye West is 2024. Give us some time. Give us some time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The world is changing.
Yep.
The world is changing.
All right,
Yo.
so let's
Nah,
dive into it a little bit. Yeah, what do you got?
Talk.
Now, look, speaking about Kyrie and Kanye, I'm gonna just put it on to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
my little opinion out the way. It's easy to speak on something that you're not going through.
Right.
It's really easy to judge somebody or judge a situation when you're not the one living it, right? Just, I'm not gonna say whether I like or whether I agree or disagree with anything that has going on with the both of them. All I'm saying is that Kanye spoke his whole life into existence. People called him crazy as shit for it when it happened. But if you really look back, Kanye spoke his whole life into existence. And as far as Kyrie is getting reprimanded for speaking his mind. Or not even speaking his mind. Kyrie does a lot of crazy, like, we could sit here and agree or disagree about the shit all day, right? But right now, Kyrie is getting reprimanded for something that he felt passionate about.
Yeah.
So let that sink in. You feel passionate about something. He wasn't trying to disrespect anybody directly or indirectly.
I believe that as well.
In the moment, think about it. You live your life every day. You feel passionate about some shit, right? And somebody else takes that shit and flips it 10,000 times, and you're like, whoa, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So before you judge somebody, try to understand what happened in that moment and what's actually happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I kind of want to speak a little bit on the Kyrie situation, because people. First of all, no one wants to mention all the things that he's done. Like, bro, like just in the past
This man
year,
has donated millions.
millions of dollars. Like just
I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
What's a young woman died recently, right?
Yeah.
Kyrie donated $65,000.
bro.
Yeah.
Shorty's name Shaquilla
Yeah.
Robinson.
Say that in the mic. Yeah.
What was her name?
Shaquilla
Yeah.
Robinson.
And I don't mean no disrespect by not knowing her name. Just don't recall it at the moment. But Shaquilla Robinson, rest in peace to her. Kyrie donated $65,000. Why isn't that on the headlines?
Yeah.
Opposed to a video of a documentary that he retweeted or something like that. Why isn't the $65,000 that he donated to a complete stranger not publicized the same way that is?
That's how
Now, I'm not saying I agree with what he's getting reprimanded for or disagree with it. My opinion stays to me. But I feel if you're going to judge him on one thing, judge him on everything.
Yeah, that's
Don't
how-
just judge him on
yeah.
what can make headlines and make him look like something that you want him to look like. Judge him on everything. Yeah, he tweeted something that could be very touchy to
Right.
a lot of people.
And he got a lot of followers. Type
He
shit.
also
yeah.
just donated $65,000 to a complete stranger. When there's people that make quadruple the amount of money that Kyrie makes and didn't donate not $1. They don't donate now.
Didn't even look
never
that
donate
direction.
Not $1 to something in need or something they stand for. So, me, I'd rather die for something I stand for than fall for nothing. That's all. That's how I'm gonna leave that.
Okay.
Like
Shit.
that. I like it.
What I say is, Kyrie, why they really killing Kyrie is just because he ain't apologized when he had the chance. Honestly, like he had the opportunity and he was like, man, there's no way I disrespect nobody. Like, I know where I come from. How can I not like you when I know where I came from? Like, which is not wrong. Like, what he said was not wrong. Just him not outwardly being like, yo, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Like, I was just posting it just because it's what I watched. Like, I was just saying, y'all should go watch it, come up with your own opinions. Like, that's really why they're killing him. But, it's
my bad. I know I'm talking a lot right
add
now.
on to it.
But all right, I remember a couple years ago when Sway was trying to give Kanye some game. Like, yo, you
Facts.
don't need these bigger companies to.
He was like, you
You don't need these bigger companies. You're you. You could do this, right? Y'all telling me right now that Kanye didn't have this in a plan? Like I just feel as if he saw that, like, he maybe needed to learn that he could do it by himself, right? And not need these bigger parent companies. Right. So how can he get out of these contracts they hold you into? Make them get rid of you. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but in my opinion, it's kind of, if I don't want to be in this contract, my only way out is to make myself look a certain way for the meantime in order to get away from something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it.
Maybe I'll do it.
You know why? Because Sway was right. If you go back to that interview, Sway was basically telling him, yo, look, why haven't you tried to do it for yourself? Why do you reach out to these bigger companies when you're you and you could touch those people without the bigger company backing you.
Yeah.
And that was when Kanye said, Sway, you don't got the answers.
Now,
But then he said, Sway, you got the answers.
so now Kanye, there's nothing holding him back. I'm talking about as far as his yeah, like as far, but besides his contract, you using big ass words. Listen, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. See how like that's Julian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's cap. I'm saying he uses those terms. You know what I'm saying? In my terms, Kanye got out of a deal, and he could possibly do more with his life now. But you can have different outputs.
Yeah, that's an interesting way.
Really good.
I mean,
everything on subjects when you're not the one living it. So
Yeah.
my thing, even besides like just the Kanye and Kyrie shit, is that what's bigger and more important than all that shit that they're trying to distract you by is that Brett Farve stole hundreds of millions from fucking Mississippi.
The poorest state in the fucking America, bro.
The poorest state in the United States of America. We counting Hawaii. We counting Alaska. It's the poorest fucking state.
Hold on, speak on that, because
my man Brett Favre. All right, look. So he stole hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Like 5 to 10 million apparently went to his daughter's college in Mississippi for a new volleyball stadium.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
Took from the poorest to the
But
poor.
not only was it like hundreds of millions from Mississippi, it was from the welfare fund.
Oh.
Not just like, oh, this is their whole fund. The welfare fund. So it's not like he just took it from the poorest state. The poorest of the poorest in the poorest state is what he took it from. And that's what the fuck I'm on. I don't give a fuck about this Kyrie shit if I'm keeping a buck. If you're offended, be offended. You know what I'm saying? You're 100% to that right. But what's more important right now is that this motherfucker done took hundreds of millions from a state that don't got money like that, and everybody's just brushing it under the rug, covering up with Kyrie needs to be suspended for all this extra shit. And Kyrie's motherfucking owner is supporting a genocide in China right now against the Uyghur Muslims. If you don't know about that, the Uyghur Muslims, go look it up right now. This has been happening for years. Royce White, another basketball player, he's in the Big Three right now. He's been talking about it. This is all life facts. Everybody focus on this Kyrie bullshit, but there's more shit going on that they're trying to distract you from. And if you don't wake up to it or you don't want to know about it, then you won't know about it. You can just say, I'm talking some shit. You can just say, I'm too woke.
Yeah.
It's just life facts, though. It's just what's going on, man.
To sum it up, basically what Sam John is trying to say is that you need to watch what you say. And now more than ever, what you say fucking matters. So guess what? If you have a following and you say some real ass shit, yeah, we're at that point.
Even this podcast right now,
We're getting close.
Mike.
even this podcast right now, right?
Yeah.
One of us probably already said some shit that's 5 years from now they're gonna come find this podcast, be like, yo, Julian was wild and said, like,
yeah.
But you never know. You just gotta be you. At the end of it, you gotta have your identity, be you, and live with it. Live or die with that shit.
See,
That's it.
that's what Kanye is trying to show y'all. He's trying to show y'all that it's okay to be you, cause you're gonna face some turmoil if you're speaking the truth. You
I
know
think
what I'm
people. I
saying?
think people struggle with that too. It's like some people want to be true to themselves, but then they are saying, "Oh, I don't know how this person is gonna react to what I'm saying."
Yeah, but that shit really shouldn't even matter, because if you're really about this shit, you just gonna stand up and speak for the shit. Like for example, just for myself, like during the time in 2020, during the start of the pandemic and shit, when all the Black Lives Matter shit was going on with George Floyd and shit, like I know a bunch of people I grew up with that went to my school that are cops now. But I'm out here posting every day about like all these cop killings and all this shit. I'm speaking in front of rallies of thousands of people type shit, like speaking my word. And I'm still getting hit up like, yo, bro, you know I'm not like that. You know, either way, like I know you personally. I'm not saying this to come at you. I'm just saying it so people are aware and just know the knowledge of what's going on. This isn't just all facts across everywhere. You got to know both sides of the story, but you got to still speak your mind. If you stand behind that shit, if that's something that bothers you or something that you believe in fully 100%, you can't let some other person's motherfucking opinion just sway you to go off of the shit. You got to just stand behind it 100%, like how you stand behind yourself.
Right.
Like,
You know
what
the
I'm saying?
fucked up thing about the truth is that when it's the truth, most of the time it's only you by yourself. So you got to stand up for the truth by yourself. And the truth doesn't become cool until other people agree on the truth. So it takes
That takes time.
It takes time, and it takes a stubborn soul to go through that turmoil and stand for the truth long enough for other people to agree that this is the truth. And that's what we're going through right now. You see someone like Kanye who's trying to speak the truth, and basically what they're doing is they applying so much pressure on him that other people see it and they realize, hey, I don't want to go through all that. So you know what? I'm not gonna do what he did. This motherfucker's crazy. I'm not gonna speak the truth. I don't want my bag to stop. I'm getting money right now. I'm not even gonna go there because, you know, it gets deep, and I'm not gonna use those words. But sometimes when you're controlled and the person that's feeding you has certain parameters, you know what I'm saying? I'll relate it to a parental figure for this, you know, podcast. But when your parental figure has certain parameters and they say, hey, don't do this, you know, fucking everybody else is doing it. But because you know that you got to report back to them, you don't do it, even though that you know in your soul that it's real and right. And that's what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You got people who's getting paid by somebody else who has a lot of control over what's going on, and they don't want their bag to stop. So instead of supporting Kanye, they go against Kanye. But I'm here to tell you right now, Kanye is running for president in 2024. And basically what's going to happen is because Kanye has gotten so much bad publicity, for him to run in 2024 and to say that confidently, he knows something that we don't know. And basically what I'm thinking is that he knows is that at some point, the idea of Kanye and the negative spin that he's gotten, it's gonna twist.
Yeah, I was gonna say
a
like
dramatic change of events in support of Kanye.
just before you said that, like the first couple weeks it was like anti-Kanye, anti-Kyrie, but if you look the last week or so, after Farrakhan was like, yo, nah, y'all tripping about Kyrie, Kanye, y'all tripping.
Farrakhan.
Literally everybody, like LeBron came back around. He's like, nah, man, y'all can't be playing Kyrie like that. Jaylen Brown, he been talking about it. If y'all know about basketball, Jaylen Brown been on Kyrie's side about it. He been talking about it. But everybody else, like Shaq, even Charles Barkley went back on the shit. Shannon Sharp, all these motherfuckers that came out and was like, yo, nah, fuck that. Like, he bugging out. They all came back around like, nah, what they're doing to Kyrie is wrong.
Yeah,
like,
making some
sense.
sense.
Yeah, you know, it takes somebody to stand up against all what's being portrayed as the norm to really, like, make people speak their mind.
Yo, tell him.
Yo, the NBA, by I don't think they thought it through before pursuing exactly what they did with Kanye. They opened
Kyrie or Kanye?
No, sorry.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
But it's a tongue twister, you know what I mean? But Kyrie, by the NBA doing what they did to him, they opened themselves up to a huge lawsuit. Think about it. They reprimanded him. He didn't tweet the documentary with an opinion. He tweeted the documentary. Now, as far as how you twist that, what do you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Somebody says something to you and you get offended by it, but they ain't mean it with offense. That's what you were thinking. You know what I'm saying? So they opened themselves up to a huge lawsuit, and it's all over the internet. There's conspiracies and all types of things, but nobody should get reprimanded unless they're being completely disrespectful to a certain group of people. You know what I mean? As far as his situation,
Right.
He wasn't. He said it. I wasn't disrespecting anybody. I was just speaking on something that I felt passionate about. So how can you wrong him for that when there's people every day that do it in a disrespectful way to many groups of people and get slaps on the wrist?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys think maybe, like, kind of going back with the Kanye stuff, maybe some of the Kanye stuff that he says maybe could be said in a different way where people kind of relate a little bit more?
I mean, it could, but
Yeah.
that's not what he's trying to accomplish.
He's trying to just speak his
Yeah,
truth.
I'm like,
Right.
what he was really trying to do, at least with this recent shit, was just like, you seen him trying to get out of the brand deals that he had for months. Like, it's not like this was something new. This was something from the Donda release till now, he's been trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like little step by step by step, and it hit the point where he's like, clearly, me saying like all this wild shit about my own people ain't gonna work. Let me just say the most outrageous shit about the group of people that either I deem to hold the most power or I think the masses think hold the most power. Let me just say some wild stuff about them and see where it gets me, because that's the only way y'all gonna pack me up. And Adidas really couldn't pack him up, and they didn't pack him up until the public started put pressure on them days later. Like Gap dropped him instantly.
Yeah.
It was like 3-4 days before Adidas was like, we gotta drop him.
We gotta stop.
Because they literally couldn't drop him. Like, it was literally a clause. Like, you can't just drop me because I'm saying some wild shit. Like, it had to be some real, like, I'm dropping stocks type shit to really drop him like that. So, you know, like, it was bigger powers at play that he had to go and attack to get where he's at today. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, I'm saying some wild shit. He's been saying wild shit since 2016 at least.
Yeah.
But
and it's not.
he had to jump out the window. Like,
So with the Adidas stuff, right? So is Adidas like gonna be selling his Yeezys still, or
they can sell those designs, but my thought is
5 years.
I'm not buying Jordans that have a Nike tag on them. I'm not. These Jordans on my feet,
Might as well get the
I am not buying if it's a Nike check on them.
And they know it. They know it.
And they know it. You're not buying a Yeezy if instead of saying a Yeezy 350 on the side, it says Adidas 300. You're not buying that. You know what I'm saying? At least that's my perspective. That's a lot of people, like people that are really in the shoe business, in the sneaker resale business and all that shit. That's how they feel about it. Like, I'm not going to, I can't support that. Like, the appeal of it was the name behind it. Just like a Jordan, just like a motherfucking Nike Foamposite, like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't resell it. You can't support that shit. It's not gonna hit the same. And they already stole his designs anyways. If you look at some of their shoes, like or they slides,
Look at
like
other companies too, bro. They're going.
Going crazy.
I mean,
It's honestly
the thing with
sad.
Crocs got my guy Salehi behind them, so he been making them Salehi Crocs. You know, them unique Crocs that look like kind of fly, but they still Crocs. That's Salehi Bembury. So that's why Crocs been looking up, but all them other shits like Balenciaga, Adidas again, like even some New Balances, kind of like
Bro,
they all
they touching,
bro.
They all kind of taking some Kanye shit.
They're all doing it. It's crazy. Like,
it's wild.
I went to Atlantis recently, the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like they got designer stores everywhere there.
Facts.
And it's like, bro, I'm walking. I had to stop and walk through because I was like, this is like sad. Y'all are literally like, it's so bad. Like he's like the clunky, like kind of like all that. Like he started like that was yay. Like I mean, maybe like I get it, like designer, like way back then, that whatever. But like as far as like that Yeezy look, the silhouette, like everybody, bro, it's sad.
Exactly. Like you just said, the silhouette of it.
It's so.
This reminds me of a fucking Yeezy. It's not a Yeezy, but I know it reminds
That's my
me of
first
a Yeezy.
thought.
Like, you know, that
Like,
so. Nah, I definitely feel that for real. Like, and that's definitely what's going on too, because he's so influential in the fashion shit. So,
bro, that's the thing too, and like what you were saying too, like he's not an idiot. Like he knows the power he has. He's not, like I genuinely believe that. Like, and I understand like people, like you can interpret it in different ways, but at the end of the day, I think he understands what he's getting himself into.
yeah, nah, that's facts for sure. I agree with that.
Eli,
Yo.
I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit.
All right, cool.
Every time that you step foot in our studio, you've burnt the booth to the ground.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even the shit.
Not
Like
less.
we got you know, like the acoustic panels.
Yes, sir.
We had to replace them because them shit's burnt.
You funny as hell. Shout out Ryan though. Shout out Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, yo.
Shout out Ryan,
Ryan,
my
man.
guy.
Real, nah, but like, so, you know, what you got in the works? Like, Talk a little bit about like what you got going.
Because you've
on.
been in the studio lately. You've been recording some shit. You've been recording some shit.
So what's up? Like,
I got a couple things going on right now. Got a single about to drop, Waves. My single Waves about to drop by the end of this month. I got another single coming in December, Loco.
okay.
But I'm really working on my album, my first album, my debut album,
Okay.
Right My Wrongs, January 2023. And we're going to make some noise. We're definitely going to make some noise. But I also want to say it's recorded and engineered strictly with Sink or Swim Studios.
Talk to him.
Strictly.
Talk to
Shout out
him.
my guy Ryan again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what we've been up to, man. I got 2 singles dropping within the next 2 months. Dropped No Socials last month. If you ain't see it, go see it.
Shit going crazy.
Yes,
Crazy,
sir. Go
bro.
see
Going
it.
crazy
But
right now.
yeah, got 2 singles coming up next 2 months, and then my album will be dropping January 2023. Right My Wrongs.
How many songs on the album? You got a number yet? If you can give it away, if you want.
For
to
some
give it away.
reason, it just keeps going higher and higher. And higher. I'm gonna say 12. Confidently 12.
12 songs.
That's a
Yeah.
body of work.
And 12 you've never heard before. It ain't no 12 with like the singles I dropped.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put
like-
them on the album too. Nah.
So No Socials won't be on there.
No Socials will not be on the album. No. No
Ah.
Socials is
Yo.
a single.
Breaking news right here.
Does it have that Long Island sound where people can kind of say, "Oh, this guy's from Long Island"?
Yeah, like does
See,
it give
but that brings me back to that whole conversation we had earlier with the identity thing. It has Eli sound. You know, like
Yup.
I would like to say No Socials, Waves, and Loco all has that sound of as far as what's hot. You know what I mean? Because I could do almost anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist, but Right My Wrongs is gonna represent me. I'm not looking to attend to any specific group of people. This album's for me, and if you could relate to it, then I hope you love the album just as much as I do. But that being said, this album is for me. I'm speaking to you. I'm being vulnerable. I'm showing you who I am, what I've been through, my rights, my wrongs. That's the name of my album, Right My Wrongs. And that gives you an insight of as who I am. You know what I mean? It's literally from front to back who I am. The whole album, if you listen through, you'll get a better representation of who Eli is.
You got any features on there? Some BPM features?
Yeah, see, this is all internal.
Okay.
It's all internal. I got no outside features.
Okay. Yeah.
My man Trilly is on the album, of course. Adon's on the album.
Yeah.
Sam John has produced multiple beats on the album, so Sam John is on the album.
Okay.
And honestly, there's 2 songs. Adonis is on one of them. My
Okay.
boy Adon's on one of the songs.
Yeah.
Trilly's on one of the songs. But besides that, it's just me. It's me.
And what kind of style did you go for? Cause your No Socials was definitely a different vibe than, cause you come to the studio, we hear the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
So No Socials was definitely something a little different.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be that like hype, upbeat type of shit, or is it gonna be more of, the Eli like real rap shit, the
Storytelling.
bars,
Yeah.
storytelling?
Honestly, it's me.
It's you.
Me. Like you just said, No Socials was a little high energy. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I do that. You know what I mean? That's what I do. But Right My Wrongs is the Eli. It's just straight Eli sound. Wasn't looking to tend to anybody. I was just looking to get my point across, get my story across. Especially it being my first album, I want to start that off as get to know me, and let's do this together.
Okay. That's big.
Nah, that's and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, you've been in the studio with us a lot, and
Yes, sir. And my bad to cut you off.
no, you don't got
To finish answering that question, in my realm of what I think rap and hip hop is, if you ain't got no bars, then you wasting everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is cool too. Let's be lit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk crazy. But it all resorts down to rap. Let's rap. That's what this album is. Let's rap. I
Eli's
want to
rapping.
say this on this podcast right now. Anybody on Long Island, I got 1,000 on it. Anybody can't out rap me. Nobody on this island could out rap me. I'm not being cocky. I know what I come with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. I just want to talk about No Socials real quick too.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Like the single, like what like is so
You got no socials.
literally
I don't use
don't
social.
so yeah like
Nada.
like my man Chris is getting all.
Call no socials for a reason. If
Yeah.
you listen to it, you'll understand why. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. I go to tag all these dudes. I see them, and I'm like,
I can't tag Eli.
L-I. I'm like, is it spelled a different way?
Where
Like,
he at?
what is it? And then I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, that's okay.
I live a little bit
get
of a different life. You know what I'm saying? But
You want to speak? I like look.
I'll
is there
speak
a
on it.
reason that you don't.
I'll
or-
touch on it a little bit. But
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to get too deep into that subject. But social media is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be lit sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm missing out on something. But there's more to life than what you see on that computer and that phone. You know, when you live a certain type of way, or when you going through a certain type of situation or multiple situations, there ain't no time for that social media. You can't have that. You can't have that to represent you. You need to represent you in the now. So that's how I look on it as of right now. I can't put my life on that platform as of right now. And also to touch on that, a lot of people say, "Yo, you crazy, man? How you an artist without social media?" It do sound crazy, right? Like I know it
A
does,
little bit.
but I want you to think about it.
No, yeah. Like,
Now, think about it from my perspective and tell me what you think. I want to know your honest opinion. All right. I'm not gonna use myself because you see this dude, he hot. Like this motherfucker nice. You know what I'm saying? Who is he? But you can't find him. What you gonna do from there? Like you tell me. You see somebody, yo, he's nice. Where you going with that?
Gonna rip the internet apart.
Is it almost like a?
this
Rip
shit
the internet apart.
apart.
I was gonna
I'm
say.
gonna be in
man.
Reddit. I'm gonna be in 2010 posts. No, like that's.
It's almost like is it
All
all?
right, so
it's like a
so
dr-
so
Is it a marketing kind of type of
so
thing?
of a
take, like
drug,
I'm
bro.
saying, I'm not gonna tell you. Listen,
Yeah.
I can't give him the keys. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? All I can do is give him my truth.
Right.
But like you said, you're gonna look through that internet. You're gonna check everything, right?
Can't find it.
But where can you find me though? Answer that question. From where can you find me?
Apple Music,
Yeah, but besides
At your
there,
show.
on what social networks can you find
At
me?
your show.
Besides
YouTube.
my shows,
YouTube.
besides me though, look, think about this. Besides my music, my Apple Music, the shows that I'm at with my brothers, where can you find me on those social platforms? As far
BPM.
as Instagram, Twitter.
Through your mans.
Exactly. And what does that do for all of us?
Lift.
Exactly. So
Support.
so why? Listen, let my I could be that guy, right?
Yeah.
But
You'd rather.
y'all want to see me, y'all gonna have to tap in with the bros. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you go directly to the source. But at this moment, I feel like I could do something special. Back then, there was no social media. There was no IG. Wasn't no Twitter. Wasn't no Facebook. There wasn't any of it. And guess what? Stars that were then are 10 times bigger than the stars that are right now. So, like I said, you want to find Eli? Go check out Trillion. Go check out Adon. Go check out Sam John.
There you
can
go.
even check out SOS because I'm always in that building.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
a fact. That's a fact.
You know, maybe sooner than later I'll pop out with something, but it's all part of the plan. There ain't nothing that wasn't thought of or spoken to Julian and say, yo, my nigga, you crazy. What the fuck is you thinking? But if you think about it, proof, you'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's the keys. It's the keys.
And if I could add to that, I'm here to say that Eli is here to bring the mystery back to artistry. You know, because we got to a place where we were in this place of macro ingestion of who our favorite artist was, when in reality, our favorite artist was who they were because of the mystery. Because we knew what we knew about them, but we didn't know everything. And Eli is, you know, the modern day example of bringing that back, where you know your favorite artist, but you don't know everything. You got to search, you know.
Also, in my music, on this project I'm about to drop, I'm very vulnerable, right? So opposed to you already getting insight on everything I'm about to speak about, I want to teach you. It's called Right My Wrongs for No Reason. It's my book. It's my diary. I'm literally writing my wrongs. Everything good that I've been through, everything bad that I've been through, my ups, my downs, what I love, what I hate. This is going to speak for itself and give you that insight that people may look for. If you look for it, cool. If you don't, that's on you. You know what I mean? But if you want to get to know me, tap in with the bros, tap into the work, and you'll see who I am. You'll learn who I am. I'll teach you who I am before you can make that false narrative through a social media post that I may have said something that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I thought about it. Yeah, I can have social media. But it benefits me by gaining a following, right? But how can I gain a more pure following?
Pure, like the
Goddamn.
definition of pure, like love, like
It's another fuck 'em up moment, right? So now the Brody just said what he said, right? So now going back, right, to the days of Claw Talk, right? A nigga done ate some shrooms. I'm gonna say it.
Yes.
Nigga done ate some shrooms. I was with Sam John, right? And I asked the universe to reveal to me who is that next one. You know what I'm saying? And guess what the universe told me? That next one is that one who reveals themselves without a face. Guess
that's crazy.
Guess what happened years later? Yeah. COVID came. People wearing masks now. I was like, that person is going to have to wear a mask. People, in order to grab that initial audience, they can't know that person's true face.
Like initial,
Yeah, that's what it told me. In order to take over the world, the population can't know your true identity. And now when you listen to Eli speak, right, you start to think, we never had this conversation. But now you know the universe is talking to him too. Yep. The universe told this boy, go into this shit with no identity. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
You'll be all right.
No, like,
you'll be all right.
Like, yo, I got thick skin. You know what I mean? You can write your own narrative. You could say how you feel about me. You know what I mean? I know who I am. But that's why the music is gonna tell you who I am. You may not know who I like for a general person. You hear me? You might. Who is this? You know what I mean? Listen to me. I'll tell you who I am. You don't got to go look for it anywhere. I'm gonna tell you everything that I've done wrong, everything that I've done good, all the bullshit I've been through, all the goods that I've been through. I'm gonna be vulnerable. Before you can make your own false narrative, let me make that. Let me tell you, and then you do what you do with that. You're not gonna sit here and create a false narrative of who Eli is. Mm-hmm. Let Eli tell you who he is, and then you make your judgment based upon that. But with that being said, it's deeper than not having no Instagram or social media. How much time you spend on your phone every day going through that shit?
More than I want to.
I spend zero.
None.
And you know what I do at that time? I invested in every other thing I have going on around me. So when artist A is writing 1 song per week, 2 songs per week, I'm writing 10.
Because he's also.
And you think it's
phone.
bullshit. It sounds crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm on my phone, I'm working. When you're on your phone, you bullshit, wasting your own time.
Facts.
My time is too. I need it right now. Like if you know me, like there's a couple things I can't speak on right now, just because I'm currently dealing with certain situations, right? But if you know me, you know I need this shit right now. I can't wait till tomorrow.
Nope.
So I work constantly on me making sure that I can use my time wisely to benefit me, the people around me, my brothers, my family. So I feel like it benefits me in ways that I can't even explain because you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't. And that's just my truth. So all I can do is speak my truth and give you my outlook on the situation, and everybody else can make their own narrative based upon that.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
That's really it. You know what I mean? Right My Wrongs coming in January 2023.
I'm excited.
Like I said, anybody, listen, me and my brothers compete every day, so this is excluding them, but anybody on Long Island, and this goes beyond Long Island. This is a Long Island podcast, so I'm speaking on Long Island. We can do it right here on SOS, any day of the week, anytime. I got however much money you want to put up on yourself, to you artists, however much money y'all want to put up on yourself, let's do it. Let's do it right here.
Run it up.
In the Aqua Lounge. We can do that SOS. I'm the nicest nigga out here.
Run it up.
I'm the nicest nigga out here.
Don't be
in any way you want to take it, I'm the nicest nigga out here.
Run
That's
it up.
not me being cocky. I know what time it is.
know what's going on.
Yeah, so. But I want to give a shout out to an artist I saw on this podcast. Because I'm not a hating nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I was going through that shit, right? There's this dude named Bars for Days. Never heard of him. And see, this is how this benefits smaller artists.
Yeah.
Because although I never heard of him, he might have his own fan base and shit. Right. But I've heard of him through this podcast, so that's what I'm gonna speak on. Yo, we gotta lock in. Son is nice.
Son is nice.
He got it in him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Son is nice. That Jesus bar he said, man. Yeah. Yo, how many times I brought that shit up to you? I was like, yo, you heard, bro, because I don't remember exactly what he said, but he says something about he was going through and then got out and dropped 100 on his Jesus. Like it sounds like, I can't say how he said it because that's him, but boy, he said he was talking that shit.
Yeah, nah, you gotta
so
watch.
I gotta lock in with
sure.
homie, but like I said, it's friendly competition, so we could run it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
and
I love it.
I got all my chips is on me. All my chips is on us. But anybody on Long Island, I'm saying that one more time. Let me get that through. I'm him. So if y'all want to get to it, let's run it up. Bring me that bread. Let's go. That's it.
Bro, I love it. The energy is unmatched.
Nah, unmatched, man.
Going down the line a little bit.
Adon.
What's going on?
What's poppin', bro? So you bring that twist, bro. You bring that bilingual twist.
Little sazon in there.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know what time it is. We touching different markets. You're.
Yeah, bro. So you speak a little bit on like what you got going on right now.
What I got going on? I got a lot going on. We got
You got an album on the way? What's going on?
We got an EP coming soon. We got a
Okay.
single dropping.
Okay.
Probably in the next few weeks.
Oh, soon.
Soon.
Tap the fuck in, yo.
You're gonna tap in on that. You go see it on the socials. A_Don.BPM. That's the IG. But we get into it.
So now,
There's
like,
more coming.
is the EP a mixture of
It's gonna
Spanish
be
and English?
and English.
Okay,
We got more singles. We got work.
bro. I'm excited, honestly, bro, cause you got the club records. Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I don't know. I can't say. I don't know if I want to say any names, but like, you know what I'm saying. But there's a lot. I almost just slipped up.
Gems.
But yeah, there's some.
He
gems,
he
bro.
almost opened the vault.
I almost.
Yeah,
I
whoa.
stopped
Who
myself.
gave him the
You
pass?
almost said
Come
it.
on.
I stopped
You're
myself.
gonna have to change it.
I stopped myself. Nah. Like, so, is there a number? Like, how many songs you want on there? Is it kind of still in
Maybe
the works?
5.
Okay, so it's a
five
little
piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever the guys say. Yeah. We do whatever.
What would you say?
Hold on. Listen. The project may have 5-6 songs, but I want to, like, Julian over 200 in the vault.
Capping. That shit got like 300 plus.
Listen.
Hey.
I'm talking about bodies of work done, ready to go.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to take away from your time. I just got to say this real quick. Over hundreds of songs in the vault. Adonis, hundreds of songs in the vault. Sam John, he got songs, beats, whatever you need. So Tidal Wave is coming very soon. But Adonis is that guy.
Yo.
And listen, bro, out of all of us here, I feel like I'm hard on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's hard.
Let him know.
He's pause, but he same vice versa with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My guy, like, I don't expect the half-ass shit from you. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
And we're able to speak to each other. I'm speaking about me and him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm able to be his biggest criticize
biggest critic.
biggest critic, and vice versa. But stop downplaying your shit, bro.
Yeah. Yo,
talk that
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. To
Talk
second
that
on
shit.
that, before you go, Adon, to second on that, this is it sounds like a joke, but it's some real shit that I like to say to everybody around me. Yo, Adon, type the sneaky link. He's gonna blow up before anybody blows up. You want to know why?
Wow.
Because the Spanish community support their artists like no fucking tomorrow. Like no other. And he is dropping that shit. So when I say that, it sounds like a joke, but I'm speaking from the realest of my heart. Sam John, he could tell you, Adon, right here, he gonna blow. He's a problem. He's a problem.
Yo, no bullshit.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all speak so highly of
no
each other. And it's
bullshit.
so inspirational, honestly. Like,
Yo,
I don't mean to sound corny, but
there's like
look at y'all.
there's like 5 different groups of people that I know Adon's music gonna go off with, and it ain't have nothing to do with no fellas. I'm gonna just let y'all know that right now. It ain't have nothing to do with no fellas.
Yeah.
It's multiple groups that his music gonna go off with before it even gets back to the dudes. This man about to like world star. Like you look at Bad Bunny type level, like Daddy Yankee back in the day,
Bigger.
motherfucking bigger.
Yo, easily too.
All
Easily.
that, like,
Well, because
You just gonna hear
I
that
wanted to
first
say,
anybody, man.
Landslide. Yeah.
I just wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up like because Adon, like his audience that he can reach
It's
is
insane.
bigger than you guys. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
So what's your view on that? Like just speak on like, you know,
Hey.
Do you feel like you hold a certain like? Is
Hey.
Yeah, like speak on that.
Hey.
yeah,
we
speak
here
on
to
it.
tell you,
Yeah.
From
real
the
shit.
jump.
Yeah.
From the jump. We here to tell you. If this nigga Adon make it, we all made it. And that's how I honestly fucking
fact.
feel. Yes.
Not if,
Win.
When.
Win. So now,
If
with-
any of us.
yes, with that being said, yo, I support this nigga's music. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's gonna go. And where that shit go, we all go.
That one record is heat, bro. That shit is.
Next drop? No. Next
He
drop?
got mad. He got mad when he
Which
almost
one, the
said
next
it.
drop?
What's the record? What's the record?
Which one? The next drop? We're going to drop the Amo first.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the
Drop
one.
that
That's the
one
one.
first.
That's
Say
the
it again,
one.
be the
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Hey, Amo.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's
That
gonna be the
shit.
First drop.
Mm-hmm.
First single.
You motherfuckers are not ready for that.
The audience thing is crazy because, like, I'm speaking English right now. Pero yo puedo hablar en español también. No sabe lo que estoy diciendo.
Yes, sir.
So, we do things however it works out. We all gonna make it to the top one day. If he make it, he make it, he make it. If I make it, they're my
Yeah.
brothers.
Oh
And
God,
they support
yeah.
like crazy, just like they
You're
support
right.
me. And I
So with
support
that
them.
being said, his audience is our audience.
Mm-hmm.
His rise is our rise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I make the fucking crazy joke that he's gonna fucking make it first. I don't say that he's gonna make it. I say he's gonna make it first. You wanna know why I say that? Because he started music the last. But because he just jumps into that universe and he grabs his audience, he's gonna make it first.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because I just tell that to the viewers that it don't fucking matter. Time is a fucking hypothetical theory. If you're fucking ready, you're ready. And this nigga, he's fucking ready. You feel me? Like, you're ready, you're ready. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
fucking matter. You started yesterday. If
Yeah.
you're ready, you're ready. He's the
Seriously.
prime example.
So do you feel like any type of pressure where it's like certain music that you have to make has to be, you know, English, some has to be Spanish, like, or like what's like your, I mean, if you release a whole album, do you have an album coming out? Do you have a planning for something?
It's in the process, but there's no pressure. You do what you feel. You do what's out. You do what's popping. You do what's feeling you. If you hear this type of beat, if you hear bachata, merengue, a drill, you're just gonna. If you're feeling it, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna body it. You're gonna do your thing on it. You know, it's just if your time to shine, it's your time to shine. If you're feeling it, you're going for it.
And real quick, just off of that, like just how we work, like when we in the studio as a whole, even if like a couple of us missing, like when we're in that shit, we ain't in there like, yo, you have to make something that sounds like this. It's like, nah, if you feeling this, make what you feeling. Make it the best that you can. But it's not no pressure to make it sound some type of way. It's whatever you feeling, whatever's true to yourself. And that's how you gonna get the best shit out of anything. Like, so we don't put no pressure on like, yo, you gotta make some shit that sounds like this track that's on the radio, this track that's top 10 or anything like that. It's just how you're feeling. If that's how you're feeling,
English, Spanish.
let us know how you do that the best on this. How is this beat speaking to you to
Okay,
make it
so-
the best? You know what I'm
Okay, so
saying?
so then what happens? I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What happens if Adon goes in there and spits some whack shit?
Then yo, my nigga, that shit's whack. Fuck out of the booth. Yo, bro. Yo, come here.
Or
Listen,
No, but this is the thing. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna stop y'all. Listen, if the shit is going in that direction from the start, it's clip.
Yo, listen, let me tell you real truth, right? Yo, Drew,
And I didn't mean to say anybody. You
yeah,
don't fucking matter.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yo,
we're not even going in that direction. If it's not agreed upon,
it got to the point
that
where
this is okay for you to do. Like, this is okay. It's
Does that come before the session?
Yes,
Yo,
it comes before the session, during the session. It don't matter if that's realized at any point. If this is not for your growth, it's not happening.
Yo, we have-
now, when you talk about opinions,
Yeah.
one person's opinion might be like, this not the one. But amongst the team, we're like, look, you need this.
Yeah.
Because this is going to get you to that one. And that's what we go.
'cause I was
You
gonna
need
say-
that. Go.
I was gonna say, what happens?
Right.
What happens if you two are like, this record is it?
Yeah, what?
And then he's like,
I don't know,
them
bro.
two are like, nah, this ain't it.
See, it's different than that. Like, we got stories for y'all. Like, on this subject, bro. How many times? Yo, bro, we got some weak ass stories, bro. Like, I ain't. It's a little. You know what I mean? But
Speak on some of the stories.
I got a story. Yo, bro, I was at. They went to the studio. Oh, them three went to the studio. I had some shit. It's probably with wifey or something. You know what I mean? I don't know what was going on, but they was at the studio. We had 2 sessions back to back. This is before we tapped in with Yah. We was doing our own thing. We still got the studio, but you know what I'm saying? But we was recording. Yeah. I get to the crib. He already had put a verse down on the track. And the second, or maybe I came later that night. I don't remember exactly, but he had an ad lib in the beginning of the song. So he this was like before we knew what was going on. He thought the shit was, it was part of the song. You thought it was just trying to get, you know how you get the A, the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had some shit in the beginning of the song.
Let me get some auto-tune.
Yeah. It was like, let me get some. Yeah. So he done ran the track back about 7 times, adjusting the auto-tune. But that was part of the song the whole time. And little things like that will show you that, like, nobody gets offended. Because he turned around like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You keep asking for more of this shit. Get the fuck out the booth. He's like, hold on. But we have stories, man. There's been times where I hopped on the mic and it's just an off day on the mic. There's never an off day, but it's not working out.
Yeah.
And we don't waste time. So be like, yo, Eli, get the fuck out the booth. You wild. Or yo, Eli, chill or trill. Yo, trill. Nah, that's not it, bro. That's not it.
Like, no, like, the energy, or like they'll literally come and be like, bro, get the fuck out of the booth.
Yeah, we real with each other.
Yeah.
We've been doing this at a high level.
Right.
So
high level rap.
So when you already touch that high level, there's no time to. There ain't no practice. You know what I'm saying? Like. Fuck you practicing on the mic. You should have been did that shit.
You should be practicing before you get to the studio.
We already sharpened tools. There's no time for that dull moment.
Yeah.
When we going into the session, we already know the level that we each got to bring individually. So even if it's our own song or a group song, like, we already know, like, this is the standard that we at. Like, from the most recent shit or whatever the best shit was, like, we already know where it's at. We can't go below that, or else we already know we're going to get told it's whack. If we think it's better than that, we get told it's whack. It's like, all right. You know what? You know what? Scrap the whole shit. I'm going to come back to it later, or let's get a new beat. We're going to do something new. Cause I ain't going to have you play me like that. At the end of the day, like we've been saying, it's a friendly competition. So you tell me my shot ain't looking nice, like I ain't going to fake nobody out with this crossover. I'm going to go back to the motherfucking court. And I'm going to work on my crossover until I know, like, I'm going to shake you out your fucking shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it really be.
That's what it is.
So I got one thing, all right? So, BPM, right? Do you guys, I think we may be the first producers that have you guys all on the same beat. Is that a fact? That's a fact.
Other than Sanjan himself.
Yeah.
Other than Sanjan himself.
Besides me, but I feel like I don't count in this conversation because I'm a part of us.
Yeah.
But besides myself, y'all the only ones
You're on the song.
Well, yeah, I'm on the song that y'all got too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been on others.
No, but I'm saying we
Have you been on like a beat that you produced? Like
Oh, all right. So I guess this is what y'all don't know, cause like
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
I'm around, like I'm either just providing a beat, or I'm just kicking it in the cut, like like cause I probably just recorded, like how they saying like Julian got 300 songs, like I probably got like 300 songs also, like me and him just be sending shit back and forth, like just be playing shit for each other that like ain't nobody else heard type shit, like we just got shit in the vault, like so definitely if I'm making a beat, there's a high possibility I'm gonna eventually rap on it, especially if everybody else on it, like there's a high possibility I'm gonna rap on it, but there's hundreds of songs that I'm just on, like even features with other people like outside of here that I just got, like it's a catalog amongst all of us.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
We could play them songs till the sun come up. Not on one on repeat.
Facts. All
But you
different flows, all
guys
different
have
styles.
songs where all of you guys are together on one
Yes,
song?
Yes.
Okay.
To answer the question
Yeah.
that you just asked us, yes, you guys are the first producers that we've hopped on collectively. Like we hopped on that beat as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we spend hours upon hours with each other in the studio.
Right.
Doesn't mean everybody's gonna be on one track. It doesn't always work out. It might be Adon, Sam, and Trill. It might be me, Trill, and Adon. It might be me, Sam, and
Any combination.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like we don't treat that. We don't look at it like, yo, why you left me out? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel in that moment is what we do. But as far as the question you asked, yes, you're the first producers that we've all collectively hopped on that beat. So yeah.
We gotta drop that shit.
And we performed that at the
Yeah.
Barclays Center in
Yes.
Brooklyn. You know, that was another
BKUF.
legendary
That
night.
was crazy, bro.
Yeah, shout out to BKUF, even though they're a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? I probably won't fuck with them again, but
Don't even go there. We're not even gonna start that. We're not even gonna start that.
nah. I keep shit 1,000. Like, you know, thank you for the platform and you know the opportunity.
It was
But
lit. They still wanted us to come back on stage, just so y'all know.
yeah, but I hope we hold ourselves to a certain standard and we don't deal with certain levels of, you know.
Mike.
That is a part.
Mike.
Yeah. That is a part of the game though, because there's been a lot of times where we've all felt some crazy shit like, yo, damn, you know. But it's either you gonna stop doing what you're doing or you're gonna become better from that. And it's the ones that really make a living off this shit are the ones that took all those losses. The realest nigga you know took those losses and kept it going. Because it's very easy to give this shit up. Very easy.
Definitely.
But you got to be able to take those losses, learn from it. You have to have somebody in your corner like what Trill does for us. Like, yo, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. And then, boom, a month from then, you got some crazy shit going on. It's like, yo, you was right. You know what I'm saying? But as far as when you're trying to balance life and what's going on, it's just real easy to be like, yo, fuck this shit after some bullshit-ass experience.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So can you guys speak on some of that experience, like where you were kind of like, fuck this, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
boy.
Yeah, like speak on that a little
listen,
bit.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna. We as a
Be here all
unit.
night on that
Yeah,
topic.
yeah. As a unit, we're not gonna touch or say any names specifically or any events specifically. But there's been multiple occasions where shit was fire. Most of the time, shit's beyond what you expected, and then you got somebody hyping some shit up, like, "Yo, come pop out, perform here," and you pull up, and it's almost a disrespect to yourself if you go through with that performance. So before,
Yeah, to take on what he's saying, you gotta make sure your shit is right. So you thinking like you going to this establishment, they asked you to perform. They asked you.
Talking about the like big, like you. I'm trying not to say too many.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the biggest
I think we all know exactly what you
influential
guys are talking
music distributors or places where you go to listen to what's hot right now. Those big companies have these events where they ask you to come out and you get there and it's not all it's hyped up to be. And in that moment, it's almost a disrespect to yourself to go through with it. Or sometimes you might even go through with it, but the whole time you're thinking like, what the fuck?
However, if you a Lionheart, you're gonna go through with it because you said you came out all this way. You had people come from whatever different states, whatever to see you at this place. So now you're gonna go through with it. But what you learn in that process is that you are a business as an artist. You are a business, and no matter where you're going, you have to situate yourself within that arena. You can't depend on them to make sure your sound is right. You have to go there with the right sound, every fucking thing.
Or you gotta know how to maneuver around that shit and make it look right.
And it don't right.
Never expect that shit to come from home.
Yep.
I want you
Yeah.
to do that right now. So, usually, right? Usually, and this is like you can find this in certain scenarios, the love comes right from where you're from. But most of the time, the genuine love and the opportunities come from other places. They're not coming from where you are right now, because the people that are around you, they don't see you as to who you are gonna be. They see you as who you are right now. You know
Or
what I'm
however
saying?
they met you.
And the strangers miles away will give you that opportunity before the people around you will. You know what I'm saying? There's a million clubs on Long Island that, you know, they be popping. But before you go there and they understand that, oh, you know what I mean? You'll get an opportunity in another location, and they realize what you bring to the table before the people around you do. But that happens on the daily. Like, before you take over your own city, you're gonna have to take over a couple places nearby before they tap in, because there's a lot of people thinking like there's jealousy involved. There's a lot of aspects that go into this shit, and then the people far away from you that may not know you, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Okay, do what you do.
So speaking on that topic, that topic, we went to Connecticut, right?
Yep.
That shit was a fucking movie.
Straight movie.
And
Was it an artist showcase or like what?
it wasn't a showcase.
What was it?
This was
Showcase.
a literal
Just-
club show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Joel, we opened up.
Shout
with
out
Joel
Big Mike.
Santana.
Shout out
Shout out
Big
Big
Mike.
Mike. People who know. But yo, just we burnt that bitch down, and it's moments like that unless you take that leap, unless you actually know how your music is gonna gravitate or catch hook,
Perform.
you're not gonna know until you do it. And moments like that is where we were like, all right, random crowd, people, they don't know us from nowhere.
Nope.
We're performing our music. And these people, we had the club from fucking wall
Front
to
to
wall,
back.
front to back, fucking vibing. And those are the moments that show you, okay, look, we got this shit. Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? We don't need the motherfucking streams yet. We don't need that. We need to know if people are gonna vibe with this.
Yeah.
And those are those moments where you're like, oh shit, they never heard one song. This is a club. People are here to get lit. They want to have a good time, and they are fucking.
They rocking with it.
rocking.
They
I
vibing
mean,
to it
that's-
like they
They're
know
gonna
this
let you
shit.
know.
They're gonna let you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the most important thing.
Yes.
When you look at certain things, like certain artists that sign to labels and certain shit. I feel like I always bring this up during like podcasts, but it's just like, you know, having that fan base
Yeah.
is the biggest fucking thing.
It's crazy.
Like, if you have a solid fan base of people that are gonna pop out to your shows, pop out to, or you know, buy your merch, do certain things like that. The labels, these big these big record labels will be able to help you and will be able to push you to that next level. If you don't have that, the labels are gonna sign you,
Think they
and they're gonna take your money,
And
and
that's
they're
it.
gonna put you,
Yeah,
and they're
they're
gonna
gonna
put you on the
hustle you.
shelf.
You gonna get shelved.
You know.
Most of the time.
So that's like the biggest thing. If you guys as independent artists can build a fan base where they're coming to your shows and they're supporting you on social media, buying your merch, that's when you go to the labels and you say, look at what I have. I built this from the ground up. I have these fans and I have this shit. Like, how can you help me build it more? You know what I mean? If you don't have that, then labels can't really help you.
Yeah, they're not gonna help you. They just gonna sign you to a deal that either just gets you fucked up and you can't move forward in the shit, or you end up just being a writer for somebody on a low level, and you don't progress as a major artist yourself. You just progress as like just a songwriter on some shit that you weren't even focused on.
Exactly.
So you just gotta also with that shit, you just gotta peep the terms of your deal. Like a lot of people they ain't business
They ain't
savvy.
looking
You know
at
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You ain't looking at it. That's
like
the real truth.
unlike a lot of situations, we got multiple people that are here that are business savvy. That whoever you approach with the deal, they gonna really look at the shit. They really gonna look at the terms, and they're gonna really like, you know, I don't really agree with that right here. Like, that's not really in our favor. That's not in our best interest, especially in the long run. Like, you know, so we already have people that are in the circle, that are in the group, that are already thinking on that level, that are aware of this shit like that. So, you know, there are people that end up fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you just got to be aware of those stories and aware of how to avoid those type of stories happening to yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking on that a little bit, you guys were talking about earlier in the podcast about Scott Storch, and that, you know, you guys were locked in with him.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to speak on that a little bit? How did that come about? You know,
Yeah. So just to speak on that, that's just another part of the fucking matrix, the motherfucking manifestation in the cloth talk. So basically how Scott Storch came about was I hit him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like
Literally
that.
just an Instagram message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit him up. And the thing about it is I hit him up before. And I hit him up again. You know what I'm saying? No answer before. I'm not going to lie to y'all. No answer before, but I hit him up again and I sent him a link to a song. And I was like, yo, if you have time, listen to this song. And this time, he just so happened to hit me back and said, yo, I listened to the song. Can you get out here? It was like 2 weeks later. He said, can you get out here this week? And before I could even know if that was possible, I responded and I said yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing that name, that alert, you know what I'm saying? Scott Storch. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, this can't be real. I just,
Right. Wow,
I
shit.
send
Yeah.
songs out, but I don't expect anybody to respond. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
And
he
if
was
they do answer, usually it's on some funny shit. That's the thing too. Like,
right.
before we go further in the
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
if they do answer, it's on some funny shit. Like, this shit don't even add up right. So you know what I'm saying? So
at
What,
the
like they'll hit you back and be like, yo, this ain't it?
I'm
No,
enlightening.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
enlightening them.
nah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
At the
Keep
same
going.
time, right, I get this answer back from Scott Storch. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. But at the same time, during that same moment, we're going through back and forth with what's his name?
should we even say his name on here? That's
Fuck it.
All right. So the other producer was KE on the track,
We're
right?
going
Oh,
back and
shit.
forth with KE
Okay,
on the
yeah,
track,
yeah.
right?
I'm going
Shit.
back and forth with KE. He going back and forth with Scott Storch.
Okay.
So I'm going back and forth with KE, and I'm like, bruh, man, I ain't gonna lie. This dude KE sounding a little funny. Like, you know, I'm talking to him straight business. Like, I'm not talking to him like a regular artist. Like, I'm talking to him like, yo, we have this, that. Like, what's the budget? What's the time frame that you want to do this? Do you want to link up out there? You gonna be out here some days? All this shit. But how he was answering was like, yo, just send this here. My manager gonna hit your manager, and we like that's pretty much the type of shit he was on. So, and this was the same day, like this, this is all simultaneously. So it's like on my end, I'm like, yo, this shit kind of weird. So then he hitting up Scott Storch at the same time, and
We're having this
you know what I'm
conversation, and the conversation is going like this, yo, pull up. You're just like that.
He's
Pull
saying
up.
pull up.
He's saying pull up. You feel me? He's just saying pull up this
Yeah.
day. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Hold on. So the song that you sent him,
Yeah.
was it? Who was on the song?
Yo,
Was it just you?
all
Was it
right.
Sam John.
So now going back to the different iterations of business
the
party
plot
music,
thickens.
Right.
that the plot thickens. That song was my cousin's song,
Okay.
and we pushed it. We was pushing it. That was our first song dropping. I was pushing my cousin. I was like, yo, we gonna get this nigga lit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be fire. So I'm pushing this nigga. Within 6 days of sending the song around, Scott Storch responds. And I get
Literally
an
same
answer
week.
back. And he's like, yo, can you get here basically next week? And I'm like, yeah. I don't even know if we can.
We dropped the song. It was the first week of April. We were out in LA the last week of April. All right, just so y'all
Out
know.
in LA
Just
the
so
last
y'all
week
know.
of April, and just to give you some insight, we're in LA, and Scott Storch is taking us around LA, and he's introducing us as this is my artist. So if you can just imagine the type of treatment that you're getting at this point, when Scott Storch is telling everybody that this is my newest artist, this is my newest
Yeah.
signee.
How long were you guys out there for?
In total, several weeks.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We went back. So
Okay.
So to make long story short, you know what I'm saying? We spent time at Scott Storage House with all different types of artists coming through, different types of music industry people,
new Gs,
different types
all
of
that
people that Kanye is talking about right now
Damn.
Yup.
in the
Holy
house.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
type
Giving
of
us
that
swing
level.
stop type shit. Like
That level.
Oh.
You're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
That level of people in the house right now.
Okay.
And you're starting to see, you know, how this shit really works.
Right.
And through that process, you know, spending time with him, you know, you're naturally gonna ask somebody, you know, put me on. And he told me how this shit works. He basically told me like, look, the shit has to be organic. If I put you on, yeah, it might work for a little bit of time, but it's not gonna work because the people have to fuck with you regardless.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, so through that situation, that's what I learned. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it taught me. Going through that and just learning how everything has to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? There is no put on.
Right.
Especially if you want to be really lit, it's organic. You know, and it doesn't happen right away. If you release a song this year, wait a year before
Right.
you really know what's going on with that song.
Yeah, even the like formation of the song, it was real organic. It wasn't like we forced anything that we were trying to force. It just never
made it.
Never even touched the song
Yeah,
type
yeah.
shit. Like not even just made it. Like never even like touched.
Was
the
a
song.
thought
Like,
type shit.
literally,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If it was thought of, it was dead before it,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
got further than the shit. 'Cause it just wasn't working.
So,
with it, you know?
so when you guys pulled up to his crib, right? Was it more of like him saying, "Yo, show me your music," or was it like, "Let's cook up music"? Like, do you have
It was
Both.
both. It was
It
show
was
me.
literally
it was show
both.
me. Yeah, it was both. It was show me your music and let's cook up.
okay?
You know what I'm saying? It was the shit that you would think that he didn't have time for, but he had time for it. And you were
Like, just
That's
like
how
think about it.
holy
Think about
shit.
it. Like
Was-
if
yeah.
a new artist pulled up to y'all at SOS, like
Right.
you gonna want to hear what they do before you cook up something new for them. Literally the same shit.
Same
Like he was
shit.
like, "Yo,
Right?
let me know
So-
who I'm working with before I work with y'all." Like,
Right,
So
right.
we spent multiple days with homie, and it got to the point where he was, you know, we got into talking, and I was just like, "Yo," I asked him the real question: "Do I really have a chance? What's going on?" And he kept it a buck with me. He said, "If you keep going, you have a chance, right?" And through that, you know what I'm saying? Through that situation, I was like, "Look, you're telling me all of this. You're telling me we're lit," and I was like, "You know what?" In my mind, I'm like, "Let me fucking test his theory." I was like, "Yo, can you be in a video? Where I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna make a video to this song that we did together. Can you be in a video?" And he said yes. And that's when I knew. I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, all right, it's lit."
yeah, we
'Cause
kind of
there's-
just looked at each other like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because there's a
He-
lot
he
of
did
yes.
that.
He's not just
Like-
blowing smoke.
No, 'cause
up.
there's
he
a lot
wasn't
of
just-
yes men
He wasn't
in
just
this.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Like he was
yeah.
like he was dead ass. Like, yeah, nah, dead ass. Let
Yeah.
me know when y'all doing it, and I'm gonna be in the shit. Like,
And I said, "Hold up." I said, "Can we shoot the video at your house?" He said,
yes.
"Yes."
Wow.
So then I'm like, "Okay, bet. This is what
This
the
is
fuck
real,
we're
right?
doing.
This is
is
what we're
real."
doing. There's
This
no
is
going
what
back
we're
from this
doing.
one right
I
And-
just
here.
want to go on that too. Like, it's not even like, and there's a big difference between you like checking, like, oh, like, are you for real? Like, can you be in? Like, it's a difference between like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were like checking him, and he like recognized that shit, and like he was checking you too, like as a person, like.
He's like, "Fuck, you think I'm gonna be in the video?"
Right.
Type
Yeah,
shit.
nah.
Yeah.
This is all happening
Yeah,
poolside.
like-
At his
Yeah.
poolside in
crazy.
LA.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that is
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro.
The type of castle
Manifestation,
type shit
bro.
Where the
It's-
house wrap around the
Yeah.
pool. The house so big.
The whole
pool is
view,
inside
like,
the
yeah.
house.
Yeah, that's
You feel me? And we sitting at the motherfucking pool, and I'm like, "Yo, all right, you talking? Yo, you telling me I'm lit? Yo, you gonna be in a video?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
That's some shit.
So we have to leave and come back,
Yeah.
and the nigga still did the shit. Pulled
Wow.
up on the nigga.
Still did the shit. Like,
Yeah.
kept his word, pulled up, kicked it with us. Like, the wild shit is like when we pulled up on him again, like for him to pull up into the video, like he was mid studio session.
With Hit Boy.
Came out. I was gonna say it.
That's crazy.
But he dead ass walked out the studio, like came out, shot the shit with us for like
Mid-session.
15, 20 minutes.
Pulled
like,
out the Rolls Royce.
mid-session, brought out the Rolls Royce straight
That's
out the garage.
crazy.
Type shit.
That's crazy.
Shot the scene. Was like, yo, much love. Like, y'all on something.
I mean, no matter where you guys go, if you ever come in contact with him, I mean, it's
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not even if we ever come in contact
Yeah.
with him. We
Yeah.
have his number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
so-
We
dead
talk to
ass.
him. You know
That's-
what I'm saying?
that's-
Just like Father's Day. Hey, how you doing?
That's-
Thank you.
Facts.
You feel me?
that's some shit right
That
there.
type of shit.
Mhm.
So
And that shit goes so.
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
I feel like with people like that have seen like just the worst, like the best and the worst of just like this industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
For them to be able to like come
Get
out,
behind it and say, yeah,
that's a beautiful thing.
that's a
bro.
beautiful thing.
God bless y'all.
Yeah.
For real.
Forever
Yeah.
thankful.
For real.
Shit, man. That's
Hell yeah.
crazy, bro. So like,
One,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So one thing I wanted to just bring up quickly was so like you were talking about there was a show in Brooklyn, right? That you guys were you guys were performing in. I think this is more towards Sam, John, and Trillion, right? So we saw you at the Brooklyn show, right? And then it was recently your birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you inviting us out to the crib.
Yo, I appreciate y'all for popping out. That's some
Bro.
real ass shit.
Amazing crib, dude. Like
Yo,
blessings
Thank you.
for
Thank
real.
you.
So it was the first time we saw you in a little minute,
Yes.
right? So it was. I think it was the last time we saw both of you guys were in Brooklyn,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then we saw you a couple last weekend at your birthday. We haven't seen you since today.
Since then.
So what have you guys been up to? Like, have you guys been recording music, writing music, taking a break? What was
Yeah,
what have you
it's-
guys been up
it's-
to?
It's never taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
It's never taking a break. It's all about shifting focus. It's about behind the scenes. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So behind the scenes, I really been supporting the bro Eli. You know what I'm saying? Like my manifestation is on his project and making sure that his project goes to the moon. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, and people could keep it real, or they could, you know what I'm saying, say whatever the fuck they want to say. Most of the time with the music, it's about research and discovery. And a lot of the times, we don't end up in the studio. We end up just researching and doing the discovery and just learning, you know what I'm saying, and figuring out where the music is at so that when we get in that mode, our mission is concise and it's to the point. You know what I'm saying? So people could be real if they want to, but a lot of what we do is studying the game and studying the market, seeing what else is out there, listening to other music. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, oh, no, nigga, I only listen to my music. Nigga, we listen to everything.
Facts.
You feel
I
me?
think that's
The newest
key.
fucking artist, I tell you, I'm on your shit, nigga.
Yeah, real shit.
The fucking nigga with 0 plays, I'm on your shit, nigga.
Got
I'm listening
84 views.
to
I
everything.
listened.
I'm listening to that shit.
Like,
Yeah,
That's dedication. I
that's
mean,
dedication. You know what I'm
have
saying?
to.
So that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Studying the market. I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to the most lit. I'm listening to the new shit. You know what I'm saying? I know my outlets to go to find what I'm looking for. And that's what I do most of the time. And then when we hit those moments of inspiration, we hit the studio. And during those times when we hit the studio, it could be 4 to 8 weeks of just pure fucking inspiration. But in that 4 to 8 weeks, we get fucking 30, 40 songs done.
yeah, facts. And like, just to touch upon like what I've been doing since that show, like, if y'all ain't seen me, guaranteed 100%. Like, there's probably at least 100 beats in the stash, like that I've either been sending out to somebody or just I have in the tuck just to be ready to
go.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at least, to say the least, that's what I've been doing. But
Yeah.
besides that, like, you know, there's other artists that I'm working with that, like, they ask me for some advice, some like songwriting shit, some beats and shit. Even with Adon and Eli, like, whether they know or not, like, if they got a song that like Julian got, like, when I link up with Julian, I'm gonna hear the shit. Like, I'm gonna give him my feedback on the shit, and like he gonna tell them about it eventually.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like all the shit that, like, the most of the focus right now is mainly on Eli project that's coming up. So a lot of shit I'm coming through. I'll play some beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this, but we gonna listen to some Eli shit. We gonna see like, all right, this one's still on the level. This one's not on the level. Like, this one gonna make the cut. Like, we gonna keep going from there. But definitely, mainly right now, definitely Eli's project, and then we also focusing on Adon right now too. And like I said, just just producing some soundscapes.
Yes, sir.
First off, we need to collab on some
we
shit.
gotta be
Definitely.
cooking,
Oh yeah, for sure.
We gotta make some
that'd
beats
be
up.
fire.
Man, I'm already with the shit.
I'm trying to really be like, we trying to tap in, bro. Like, hell yeah.
We can make some hits. That's a fact.
Nah, for
So
sure.
So the new projects are kind of the
man.
the focus, right? So it's Eli and
I
Adon.
love how it's a real team focus.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
y'all
like,
have all literally been like, yo, like, it's about each other. Like, it's about you. It's about
It's
the
a
next
fact.
dude. Whatever, who's coming next it's about them.
Yeah, nobody's
Yeah.
hating. You know what I'm saying? That's what's cool about it. It's like we're a group, right? But we're individual artists that have the same idea and the same goals. So that's what makes us a group. As far as being an artist, we're all individual artists, and everybody brings something different to the table. You know what I mean? And it's magic. Like I can't really even describe the shit. It's crazy because like Julian be like, "Yo, do this," and that opens up a whole another realm of ideas and songs to come. And it's really brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? It's like something you've never experienced, and if you do, you're lucky because a lot of people was always in competition to a fault. We're in competition to make better all of us as a unit.
Yeah, facts. And like we all have our own life experiences, even though we from like similar areas, live in similar areas and type shit. Like we all have our own experiences, so our viewpoints on the shit, how we hear the shit is different.
Right.
Our influences musically is different. Like we all ain't listening to the same music as each other. We might generally listen to the same music, but all of our musical influences ain't the same. So when we approach the music, it's all differently, and we all approach it with an open mind, not closed off. So when somebody brings some shit off, we're not just brushing it off. We're taking it into consideration, whether we do it this song or 3 songs from now. You know what I'm saying? We still take it to consideration. We still keep it in the storage. Like, I bet you got a point here. I see what you're talking about. Like, and we always do that while any of us are working. Like, while we all brainstorming on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely plays a major factor in what we all do.
Hell yeah, bro. For real, bro. So wait, I kind of want to. You have a podcast?
Oh yeah. I got a
Speaking-
podcast, the most
that
New
was a
York
random
podcast ever.
Talk about it a little bit. What's it called?
The most New York podcast ever. If I had my laptop with me, I would be dropping some bombs right now. That's so yeah. Real quick to give you a quick rundown. I started the podcast. It was like 2018 with one of my boys back then, and like it started because he was like, "I'd host it. I'll be the co-host." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, that's what I got time for," because I'm focused on music. Like this was around the time. Like, we just came back from Cali, so, like, I ain't thinking about no fucking podcast. I'm thinking, like, yo, we about to drop some fucking fire.
I was in the studio with Scott Storch. Like, I'm trying to,
What the fuck I care about podcasts for? So I'm like, all right, man, yeah, I'll co-host it with you. And, like, after, like, a year and a half, like, dude went ghost. And it really just became my podcast. So I really took the shit over and, like, not even, I don't like to say it, but, like, it's the real facts. Like, episodes with just me or like whoever me and my guests are all have higher viewings than me and my old co-host. So like you could either take it as maybe we're wearing as good or it's just divine intervention. Like I was really supposed to run the shit on my own, but yeah, we got the most New York podcast. We actually just had Trillion on the shit a couple weeks ago. Him, my boy Mo the politician. We've been having some real life conversations. We usually bi-weekly, but I be caught up in some like regular life shit and like doing other music shit. So sometimes it's like a monthly podcast, but you know, I try to be consistent with it. You know, I got to be focused on the music first and foremost before just the podcast. But I be definitely at least monthly. You getting an episode from us, Most New York Podcast. We talking our shit. All the New York shit that you can hear from a New Yorker, you gonna hear on that podcast.
Hell yeah.
All of it, for
I'm
real.
gonna tap in, bro. I'm gonna tap in because I know I saw something about like we were talking. I think you mentioned
and
it to me.
because Trillion told us about it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta tap in, bro.
Yeah, we on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. You know,
Hell yeah, bro.
you got an audio podcast platform. We on there, so Definitely go listen to it when you got a chance for sure.
Hell yeah, bro. Big up to you with that.
Word. Good looks, y'all.
When did so I mean, I know with y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, the history of the music and whatnot, but like, what about you? Like, when did music start for you?
Music start for me.
Like, was it a young age or was it like?
It was definitely way early. Like, I mean, we don't gotta go to like when I first heard music and all that shit. Like, definitely just to touch upon it, like the first rap video that I saw that like really like hit me, DMX, What's My Name? When my dude in the middle of the pit and they got the red lights on him, he's like, what? I never forgot that shit in my life. But bless you. But my first like musical experience, cause like I won national motherfucking poetry competition when I was like 8. My first time writing a song, I was 10. Wrote it for me and 2 of my friends, like, and this was back when 50 was just popping, so In the Club, Wanksta, and all that shit. So like how I wrote the song was based off of 50, and like if you was watching anything back then, like he had the Beef series and all that shit, and like whenever you watch 50 talk, he was like, yo, I just learned how to write music just by listening to shit and Jam Master Jay. So like that's how I learned how to write music. Just by listening to 50. So so like my first song was like basically like a 50 Cent like rip-off type shit.
Yeah.
But like that was when I was 10, and then like a year later, like this white boy I was cool with, he was like, yo, I want to rap. Like, you want to rap with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I know I'm a good writer. People like how I write. Like, I'll do it, whatever. And like, if I was like, when I was younger, if I tried to not rap like publicly like that, somebody always came up to me like, yo, bro, I want to do this shit. I can't do the shit without you. And I was like, all right, well, like shit. I mean, if you say it like that, I mean, I guess I gotta, right? Yeah. So like, I always, even if I was like trying to focus on sports, like boxing, football, anything like that, like something always pulled me back into music, whether I just wanted to do the music or I was just like trying to let it rock. I always got pulled back into it. So.
Hell yeah.
But it definitely started when I was like 10, 11, when I first really started writing type shit. And then I didn't really start making beats until I was probably like 22. And dude that was making beats for me, shout out my guy Ivan, you know, that's my guy IK2. He just got caught up doing like life shit. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I need beats still. like I'm not jacking for beats no more. Fuck that. This is like 2013. That shit is done by then. Yeah. Hey, especially now, man, you jacking for beats now, you whack.
What do you make beats on?
I do my beats on Logic.
Logic, okay.
Yeah, dope. Like I tried FL Studio. I was like, man, this shit looks stupid to me. Like, I can't get behind this. Ableton, by the time I got shown Ableton, I'm already in my flow. Logic just always made the most sense to how I always made music.
That's
like
most important.
Yeah, exactly. So like how I started making music, I've always seen wave files on the board type shit. So going to Logic, it was nothing too much different. Right. So it was an easy transition for me. But like I do know a lot of people that use like FL Studio, Ableton, and shit like that. Or even
we're on FL Studio.
We actually started in Logic. We made the switch. We switched to the dark side.
Damn, man. I can't fuck with y'all.
No, but it's funny because like how you just said, like with Logic, it kind of like goes along with the way that you make beats. It's like that's kind of how I feel with FL Studio. It's like it kind of goes along the way of how I like construct a beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
like, I was gonna say like if you're on FL Studio, I can imagine that when you're making your beats, you just see how it should be laid out. Like,
right.
When I'm making beats, I just play it out. Like I'm not trying to really look at it like that. I'm just trying to play it out. But I could see somebody on FL Studio being like, yo, if I draw the shit, like if I put the drum 1, 3, 3, 1, like
you could see it. You could see
like,
it.
I can see how certain people that's how it works for them.
Right,
so like I can't hate on it no matter what you do. Like how you make music's how you make music. Because at the end of the day, when we hear it, I'm not thinking, damn man.
No, it's a product.
This is FL Studio.
I know he FLP.
Like, you don't know shit. Like I'm not thinking, man, this guy fucking dropped as like an F-lac. Like, nah, I'm not thinking of that shit. I'm just like, this shit sound dope. This shit sound fire.
Or it
like,
doesn't, yeah.
So,
And that's all that matters.
yeah, facts.
bro.
That's real facts.
Now,
So
yeah,
go ahead.
No, you.
All right, so I was gonna say, going back to BPM, right? So I'm gonna go down the line. So what do you guys individually bring to the table to BPM?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give you that Trilly. Trilly's gonna give you that top 40 rhythmic radio shit. You know what I'm saying? He's going for that motherfucking Justin Bieber goddamn fucking hit. You feel me? I'm trying to play on all genres, all demographics. That's Trilly.
I like to bring that pain, bring the pain, bring the story. You close your eyes and see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, that might come from like my musical influences, like Jadakiss. That's my number one. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's me. Like I'm more into that. Let me tell you a story. Let me break it down to you. Let me give you a scenario in a way that with words that you would have never thought of. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Lyricism.
Yeah, street
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, Don.
You want to say the question again?
So what do you bring to the table to BPM? Like,
Oh, the table? To the
yeah,
table?
yeah.
So to the table, I bring like, I hit it with the lovey-dovey. I hit it with the rap. I hit it with multiple ways. Whatever comes successful to the team, it's just what's going. So like I could do anything if you really put your mind to it. That's about it. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. And like that, you bring the Spanish vibes into it, and it's like that extra.
Spanish to the
Yeah.
English. Like it's just a movie. Everything just works out. Since little. Started off speaking Spanish, now I speak a little bit of English too. But it works out.
That's a fact. Sam John, how about you?
So me, I'll say like I bring sort of. It depends what you listen to from me. Like you could get some J. Cole, Kendrick, Kanye vibes, or some Wale vibes if I'm talking to the ladies. It really depends. And then also producer wise, you might get some Pharrell feeling shits. You might get some Timbo feeling shits, Kanye feeling shits. But it's not all just gonna be just rap. At least producer wise, you might get some R&B, some pop, some rock. Honestly, some dance. There's no bag that goes unopened, producer wise. But rap wise, definitely Kendrick, Cole, Conscious, gonna tell a story, make you think about some shit that you ain't want to think about type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So are you like on the daily kind of like sending everyone beats in a way? Like you're cooking up beats and you're sending them type of like, are you the producer of BPM or is it? Speak on that a little bit. Like,
so I won't send beats on the daily because I just feel like that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about me. Like I'm not gonna do some shit to y'all that I feel to myself is annoying. So I'm not gonna send beats every day. I'm gonna send a pack. Like most likely it's gonna be a 20 pack, minimum monthly, and it's just gonna send to the group chat.
yeah.
Y'all choose what you want. Y'all gonna choose the same beats. Y'all discuss that amongst yourself. Like if there's a beat that I'm gonna use for myself, it's not in the pack.
Right.
And if it is in the pack, I'm gonna tell y'all like I use this. Don't.
Yeah.
It's done. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna send the beat pack out. Y'all choose what y'all want. If y'all use them, y'all use them. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Either way, like I'm gonna send the beats out. Like it's either how I used to see it is it's either you use it for yourself or this is just gonna give you an idea to what you want to use next. Cause it's like I fuck with some vibes off of there, but maybe the melody I might want it to sound a little different. Maybe the 808s I want to sound a little different, and like that's just not my vibe. So it's like I tell them like I'm like yo I'm making beats how I make beats. Like
Yeah.
Like I know y'all got your own sound. Like if my sound enters that sound, it does. But my beats is my beats. Like I'm not gonna force myself to make something.
Right.
you know, that it's gonna sound stupid. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
facts. So,
Do you rap strictly on like your beats too, like for your lyrics and stuff, like, or do you search for other beats?
if I'm by myself making music, it's probably gonna just be my beats. But like I know producers that I'm cool with mad producers.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like, they send me some heat.
Yeah,
I'ma
and you
rap
be
on the
cooking
shit,
up.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I want the shit to sound original, and
Mm-hmm.
it gonna have to have that bounce some type of way. Whether it's in the 808s or just how the shit's vibing, it's gonna have to have that bounce. I don't really care who makes the beats, but primarily, like I'm most likely probably gonna be hearing my own beats, or I know what I got in my stash, so you know that's what I'm gonna go to first. But any other producer has some fire, like we gonna rap on it. I'm an artist at the end of the day. Like I said, I started off not making my own beats, so it ain't no thing to you got a beat. I'm gonna kill the shit. Like
That's a fact.
Yeah. Basically, what he's saying is that he makes beats. He make the beats that he want to make. He send them to us, and if we make something, we make something. If we don't, we don't. He sent 20 more. Yeah. And then if we make something, we make something.
Yeah.
If we don't, we don't. He sends 20 more.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's sending.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling you.
The 20 more. It's not like it just stops because they ain't making nothing. It's like, all right, you ain't making nothing to that. Well, I got 20 more.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta do something this.
Just,
gotta
you
do
know
something
what I'm saying?
this.
Just like
Exactly.
that.
Like,
Then the
y'all
kids just keep
eventually
going.
gonna have to choose a fucking beat.
Yeah.
You no choice.
Yeah.
Like if we just going by the 20s, we eventually gonna hit 250. Like
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gonna choose one.
Eventually, you're going to get one, and that one is going to be one of them ones that you're about to hear.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
And like when y'all are in the studio, like all together, like do y'all like? I know y'all said y'all have different processes and whatnot, but like, is there like, are y'all like very collaborative with each other's verses, or are y'all very like hands off? Like that's your creation. That's your
but before you
Use your
go,
imagination.
I was gonna say like honestly, we probably don't even talk. It's probably not even a discussion about what we're talking about on the song. Like
word.
truthfully, yeah, it's like we all probably, if we're all gonna be on the song, we all most likely caught the same vibe,
Talking
and
about
then
the like,
by the time we rap the shit, we like, damn.
Yeah, that's what
wild
ends
how
up
that shit
happening most of the
goes,
time.
like, most of the time
We don't
it's just
even have to talk
vibing.
about it. The vibe, we just end up, it just works. Like, we don't even talk about it. It just works.
and you kind of just figure it out. If it does, like if it doesn't, you just
Yeah, and
figure it out.
then to take it on a deeper level that if we're working together, we're working together. You know what I'm saying? So the whatever is the best, that's what rises to the top. So if we're working and I'm in the booth and Eli got some shit that's lit and he sent me the text or something, that's what's going on in the track. Yo, yeah. Go.
So, recorded by you guys. I think this one was produced by y'all too. What's the name of that track?
the drill one.
Nah.
Recorded
it
the
was a
same
different
night,
one.
but long.
It was the one before that.
I think it was
Nah.
Pepe Le Pew with the backwoods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a
Yeah,
bar.
Stick Up,
yeah,
Stick
it's called
Up,
Stick
yeah,
Up. So
that's
there's
that
a
one.
there's a bar that goes, I pop out like Pepe Le Pew with the backwoods. Slide on your block, stick on my hip, little bitch. I don't gotta act hood. So he came up with the pop out like Pepe Le Pew with the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, say, slide on your block, stick on your hip, little bitch. I don't gotta act hood. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's more of like a on the spot. Like I ain't writing shit. Put the beat on, I'm gonna go. So as me trying to, look out, I sent that bar. He texted me back, what the fuck you mean by that? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm talking about the music. That shit just had me weak. Like, it popped as you said that. 'Cause, yeah, we collectively help each other, but like, so we all have different creative processes. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, the funniest shit be me and Trillian in the studio. Nah, this should be the greatest back and forth of all time.
Yeah, shit gets crazy.
Cause
Shit
it'd be
gets too
like
crazy.
it's either A, one of us is already thinking what the other person's saying, so it's like I don't need you to say it, or B, we don't want the help at that exact time. So we just looking at each other like, do you really gotta say anything?
I don't need it right now.
Yeah, and
Like-
it just be a whole fucking standoff, and the nigga just like, yo, and the nigga like,
and then nigga like. And then nigga like.
You know the Diddy meme while he looking at dude, and just like
Yeah.
that dead ass be us. Like we just really.
Yeah, dead ass. And I'd be like, yo, you should record it this way. And San John don't say a damn word.
Yep.
And I'd be like, but bro, you know you should record it this way. He don't say a damn word. And I say it again. Bro, you know you should record it this way. You don't say a damn word. That's when I know we in that mode.
Yeah.
We just gonna have to see what happens.
I'ma just shut up.
It's either we gonna do what he said or we just gonna stay the course.
Usually it ends up somewhere in between where we do what I said and we do what he said. So
Yeah. Usually there's middle ground.
Combination.
That moment, where we like, hey, my nigga, this not it. He's like, nah, but it is. And I'm like, but it's not.
Or shit, I be telling like, yo, bro, I don't think you should rap it that way. And he'd be like
that.
I think I should.
But I think I should. But nah, but like that's how we know we work though. Like, so it's not like we be that. Like we might be frustrated in the moment, but we like, I know you saying this because you think it's the better, but I'm gonna have to work my way to your viewpoint. Like it's all like, all right, yo, I'm gonna hear you, but we gonna have to work to that. But I still hear you. You might have a point here. You might have a great point here. I'm not gonna dismiss your whole shit. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Like it's not like it's all we just man, yeah, you right. Fucking high five.
We're looking for the best possible result. And that's what it boils down to.
That's how it has to be.
That's how it has to be. All around.
And if we feel like there should be a discussion around it because one of us feels some type of way, like one way, and the other feels another way, the other way, we gonna have the discussion, or we just gonna let it play out like we just said. So I mean, y'all heard the tracks, y'all see how it plays out. So you know, it's working.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no complaints right now. No, go ahead.
So one of the thing too. So quickly, some 6-month goals for you guys as a group, right? BPM. What are some like short-term goals that you guys want to hit?
Yeah. So right now, Eli got this body of work that's about to drop. You know, top of the year. You know, and that's really what I feel like is gonna be the fuel to light this rocket into the next motherfucking phase. And that's really like the 6-month plan, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to give the music time to work. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 of us. You know, so when you think about a year, if you divide it by 4, it's 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about dropping Eli at the top of the year. You know, there's 3 more quarters to go. You know, so Eli's dropping at the top of the year with that body of work, and we're gonna put all of our resources into that, you know, collaboratively into Eli. You know what I'm saying? It's not Eli and my shit.
His shit.
It's his shit. This is his season.
Yep.
So we're gonna push him to the fucking fullest. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I see us 6 months down the road. You know, so 6 months down the road, you're talking about January. That's a month and a half away. You know, give or take. And there's gonna be some events that's gonna take place before January that are gonna put us in alignment with that release, you know, and looking forward to that. You know, that's the most important thing, you know, having something to look forward to. So within the next 6 months, we're gonna have that Eli body of work out in January. Right my wrongs, and that's gonna do numbers, you know, and once that's out, you know, we're gonna have that communication with the universe, and the universe, you know, God is gonna tell us what to do next, you know, who's up next, what to drop next, you know, we're just gonna have that communication. It's a constant communication, and that's what we have right now, and that's what we're gonna continue doing. So within that communication, the universe has told us that Eli, his body of work is up next, and we're gonna give the universe a chance to work on that and marinate on that and see what comes of it. And and from my belief and from
my experience with the universe is telling us that that's going to lead us in the next direction. So within the 6 months, Eli's body of work is going to drop. It's going to do numbers. We're going to be doing other shows out of state. You know, we're going to be opening up for artists that you know, your favorite artists. All of that is going to be happening within the next 6 months, you know. And within that, you know, the universe is going to reveal things that are in my imagination that haven't been revealed to me yet that are going to take us to the next level. You know, and things are going to happen just as I know. It's just like I can't even, like, put it into words. It's just going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Just like things that have happened in the past, you know, just from Scott Storch to Eli linking up with Millie's, just like just off the strength of the fucking universe. This ain't no...
Shout out Millie's, man. For real. He's a real one. Shout out Millie's, man. For real.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But going into that, we're just going to say, like, this ain't no, like, this shit is fucking in the water. You feel me?
Yep.
We put this shit out there and the shit grabs back. That's what we're fucking telling you. We said, this nigga said, I'm going to meet this nigga, and he did that shit. And, bro.
Talk about that.
Yeah, man. So, like, yo, I respect his work, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Homie's nice. If you don't know, check him out. Millie's is fire. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of have a similar way of relaying our message through music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I fuck with this shit heavy, and I feel like we could relate, and we could really cook up some crazy shit if we locked in. So, come to find out, one of the homies that I've known for a minute, his cousin is Millie's manager. Found that shit out of some crazy regular conversation I was having. Then we popped out on him. He was doing a show. We popped out, linked up, kicked it for a little while. Me and Adon popped out to his V outside the venue, chopped it up. We freestyled for a little minute, going back and forth. He posted us on the gram and shit. And then ever since then, it was just little forms of communication. Then this past week, he had another show. And I wasn't directly communicating with him. I'm not gonna, you know. I was just like, yo, let's pop out on him. You know, be around him. We've been around him enough time, so we're both familiar with each other. You know what I'm saying? Not on a personal level, just industry wise. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. We popped out. Show was crazy. We rocked out on the stage with him, and shit was fire, man. It was just all off the universe. Like I don't kiss no ass. Crazy. I don't kiss no ass, you know what I'm saying? But I do give respect where respect is earned. And he's one dude where I could say that craft, that pen is serious, you know? Like, and I take pride in my shit. Like, when it comes to those bars and that story and that pain, however you want to categorize it, is just, I take pride in my shit. So when I see that shit being executed to one of the highest levels that have been displayed, it's like, yeah, we got to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got to lock it up, because I feel like I'm that nice. I know I'm that nice. Yeah. It's just the world got to find out. You know what I'm saying? That
must have been a big lift up though for you, like, and just like you said, like you knew you always had it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
man.
it's got to be something.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Gotta
it's like
feel good, bro. Like
it's like he said. He keeps saying the universe, and the universe is the strongest power. It's organic. Like, you can't force anything upon it, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So for that stuff to come into fruition organically is just, it speaks for itself, and it really can't be touched on. Like the those moments and those days and those experiences, it should have sounded like I'm lying to you. You know what I mean? We popped out to a venue, the Apollo, a legendary venue, right? Room full of multi-platinum artists, and we walking through artist entry. So that speaks for itself. The universe allowed that to happen. It just, you got to believe. At the end of the day, you got to believe. You got to be the person that's crazy enough to be okay with people saying, yo, you fucking crazy. You think that shit's going to work? You fucking crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy, but everybody calls so-and-so crazy until they did it, right? And there's nothing but stories about that shit of your favorite.
And you know them.
Your favorite entertainers, your favorite artists, your favorite actors. These motherfuckers was crazy before they got what they wanted. Now they're not crazy. Oh, yo, you did it. Yeah, you worked for that shit. Nah. Y'all was calling me fucking crazy. Y'all don't remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's stories are like that all over the internet and all over the world. But yeah, that's our little story.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, that's the most organic. Like y'all literally.
We just popping out. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Listen, I could call right now, but that's not me. We
Right.
just,
Yeah.
pop out, and if it works, it works. It don't. But that's it. That's just what we do. We artists. That's you gotta create. You gotta take those risks. You gotta do those things to go where you want to go. And if you don't, then you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna jump into some kind of. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a game.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you could call it a little bit of so. I'm gonna give y'all 10 things, and we're gonna go down in a list. And it's kind of like most likely to.
All right.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Copy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So the first one I got is come up with the most fire bar.
Who's most likely?
Who's most likely to come up with the most fire bar?
I feel like that could change. Like the most fire bar changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could talk about right now, I feel like Eli got it with the most
I was gonna
fire
say
bar.
if we just going off of base answer, I think we all gonna choose ourselves.
That's
Like, you know
also
what I'm
very
saying?
true. That's
But
also very true.
If we go in this moment in time,
Yeah.
like definitely Eli.
Okay.
Yeah. But that changes. It could change at any
Yeah.
time who has the most fire bar because, like we said, everybody has their season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Facts.
it could be a season where Eli is enlightened. You know what I'm saying? He's touched by motherfucking the universe has bestowed upon this nigga a power, and we're like, God damn, nigga, go.
Yeah.
We can't stop that.
Yeah.
The universe touches me. Nobody can stop that. Universe touches Sanjon. Nobody can stop that. Universe touches Adon. Nobody can stop that. And that's just what we do. And that's what happens at times.
Yeah.
The universe will touch one of us at that time. And that's the one who got the fucking most fire bar.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So who's most likely to finish their verse in one take?
One take it.
I was about to say me for sure.
Really? Everybody pointed to you, bro.
Yeah, everyone knew.
I'm like, if we going back to the discussion about going back and forth in the studio.
Yeah.
One of the daily discussions is me and Julian going back and forth on me wanting one take and him like, bro,
Don't.
you can punch it in. It's okay.
I was like, just stop.
And I'm like, no, you need the emotion.
Shit. Yeah, so you have one take and you have as many punches as you need to make this shit sound dope.
Facts, like
So you have that constant, battle basically of the one take verse. Yo, just punch in because give your energy to that piece.
That one,
at a
that
time,
couple
just that one
lines, yeah.
piece. And for me, that works. For him, that might be a disruption, but that's just where we find our balance. You know what I'm saying? So.
Because I was gonna say, because everyone's process is different. So there's some people
Yeah.
that want to punch in every verse, every
Right.
bar,
Right.
Because it, like you just said, gives you the energy there.
Right.
You
right.
know?
So then you also see that it works on the application. So sometimes the song is due for that one take.
Right.
And then other times the song works for that motherfucking punch in every bar.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
And you just have to figure that out.
Right.
What about the most fire fit? Who's popping out in the most fire fit?
I don't think we're I'm
can-
like I
anybody
think
can- it
we
can
all
happen.
voted for ourselves on
It
this
all
one
can
too.
happen.
Like
Yeah, it can happen any day. It can happen with anyone.
and we all got our own style too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like we dress like each other
Yeah,
either.
that
Like
ass.
we go pop
We all
out really
different.
unique.
They
Yeah.
are so. Nah, it's him. It's him.
Yeah.
I love it so much, bro. Like I literally do. It's so It's amazing. Honestly.
Yeah, nah, because that's what it is though.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
we all just that much different that we could all say that like he got it because he would wear something I wouldn't wear. He wear something I wouldn't wear. I wear
Yeah.
something he wouldn't wear. He
Yeah.
wears something it's just like
It's hard to,
it's a yeah. It's just motherfucking what they said the gumbo.
Facts.
It's the gumbo,
Straight
nigga.
gumbo.
So
Straight
what,
gumbo.
What about this one? This is a funny one. gets too fucked up before a performance?
I get too fucked up before everything.
That nigga be in demon mode, but you know.
Stay lit.
Nah, it's definitely this dude though.
You know what
Come
time
on,
it
man.
is.
Yo, when that Henny hit and that loud, man, Julian's on.
Yeah.
Man, yo, man.
They be levels to that shit. Let
That's
me tell you.
funny.
Levels.
Not who's most likely he's gonna get faded.
Yeah.
Julian's getting faded. Trail's getting. Chili gonna be lit.
Yeah, so he ain't never lied. That's just what it is, and you know, like that's the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stop the universe.
Yeah,
You know what
nah,
I'm saying?
bro.
When God talk to me, he talk to me. He tell me what to do. I don't fight that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because all he do is just put you in the right place, no matter how fucking wild it is that his voice speaks to you. He just puts you in the right place. So yeah, they right. They right. Trilly do get the motherfucking the rightest.
All right.
The rightest on
All
any
right,
occasion. I get
Trilly
the
got
rightest
one
on
of
any
them buzzed.
occasion. You know, and there's lessons to be learned in that. But it's just like it's a personality thing, and it's basically like it's kind of like, you know, push it to the edge, you know, and it's kind of like a lack of patience. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to wait for this shit to kick in.
Trying to get
Come on,
it. Yeah.
if I'm doing this shit, I'm trying to get right.
Yeah, yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? And if I don't get right, I failed my mission.
Yeah.
So it's the fucking finding a balance in that, and you know, within finding that balance, you do, you know, go too far sometimes, and most of the time I do go too far. But I'm still growing and I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere within that, we gonna find a balance. you
Yeah.
know?
Hell
It's
yeah.
all about growth, you
Hell
know.
yeah.
But yeah, I do. Yeah, because there's demons in that dark liquor.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I'm saying? And I done found that within the music. The
That-
deeper you tap into that beast, the fucking you start tapping into some knowledge. And within that most fucked upness, motherfucking enlightenment.
Fabio Foreign, Demons in the Dark Liquor. Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Within
yeah.
that fucking the most fucked up moments,
Yeah.
you fucking before
just a fact,
you go
yeah.
over, you do see fucking some type of truth that you could take back to this realm with you. It's just a fucked up consequence, you know what I'm saying, of not remembering and all the fucked up shit that you might say and do in that mode. But you know, dude, pushing it to that edge when you control it, there's power.
Yeah. I somewhat agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Another one. So let's say it's New Year's, right? New Year's Eve. You guys are at the club. Who's blowing the biggest bag at the club?
Trilly.
Look. This is what y'all need to understand. Yeah. Get through this.
Yeah. Fact. This.
Just. All I was gonna say is that this man's name is Trillion Astral Band.
We're gonna hold on, and we're gonna keep it right there. That's it. That's as far as deep as we taking that question right there. Pause.
All right, so we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, Sanjay, no, we done been in them places. You know what I'm saying? Them places where the entry is numbers that you can't speak of. You know what I'm saying? Tabulation. You feel me? You know, just to sit down.
We've
been
definitely been in some interesting places. We've all spent a lot of money, but there's been one that spent more.
Yeah, on God, and that's just about that same energy about the previous question. You know what I'm saying? About going hard, and doing everything to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, and all that money being spent, sometimes I think about it's making memories. You know what I'm saying?
Good
And
memories.
What drives me to make more money is being able to make those memories with more people that I love. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people who really understand money, especially when you touch a lot of money, but that money source isn't consistent. I guess some music artists could, really relate. It's that, when you have it, you have it. When you don't, you don't.
Yep.
And that's the lesson to be learned, So really
to double down on that is have it.
Have that shit.
Yeah, just
Because
have it.
you want to be able to continue having that with more people, the
That
more
you
people
wanna
that you
have it
love,
with.
that you
Yeah.
want to have it with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're here for. It's to have it consistently.
Have you guys ever read that book, The Secret of Becoming Rich?
I've read
Wallace.
Get
What?
Rich self-help book.
You read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Rich Dad, Poor
That's one of my
Dad,
favorite books ever.
carrying buckets.
Hell
you
yeah,
know,
bro. That's a great one too. Bro.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's
love
about
that.
building a pipeline and creating residual income and tapping into sources of income that you don't have to consistently work every day
Right.
Yeah.
to receive a monetary gain.
Right.
And that's why we make music, you know what I'm saying? Because as we all know, people could fake the front, but music happens in moments of inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So what we bank on is capturing those moments of inspiration, and those moments of inspiration get captured and we monetize them. And that's what we do with, music, because it's not all the time that you have that, that vigor, motherfucking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whether you're touched by God to make that anointed ass song. It's a wave. It happens and it doesn't happen.
Right.
It happens
It's
and
up
it doesn't
down.
happen.
It's up and down.
It's
Always
up and down.
And you
You
gotta
know.
put all of it into it.
Mm-hmm.
Your all. If you're not putting your all into it, you're not gonna get nowhere with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
waste time.
yeah.
Time
So
don't come back.
right. So
That's a fact.
the more of that spectrum that you capture, the more your chances of getting lit or becoming legendary become. And that's why signed artists and all of that have that, that advantage, because that becomes their primary focus, becoming lit and working on music.
Right.
And they work on music enough to become nostalgic,
Successful.
successful. And that's the difference, you know what I'm saying, between the average person and somebody who receives monetary gain from music. They've given enough to it to become monetizable, and they receive that monetary gain. And that's the basis to it.
Hell yeah. So we got 4 more.
Yeah,
We'll run through real quick.
yeah.
Viral. Who like? Which one of y'all? I mean, he's not here, but which one of y'all most likely to do some shit that'll?
I mean, I guess under all technicalities, my tweet just went viral on TikTok.
Oh,
I tweeted. All right, so first off, I'm locked out of my Twitter. They kicked me off Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can go on my TikTok and see why.
He's going through that Kyrie.
So
All right.
before I got kicked off
It's
Twitter,
real.
I tweeted about some girl that did the Quavo, the hotel lobby challenge. Like, she was the first girl to do it. And I was like, yo, I can't watch this video without seeing this girl. She does a TikTok with my tweet in the shit. Like, oh, I know y'all mad. This shit got like a 1.3, 1.5 million views. It dropped yesterday. Like, you can go look at the shit right now. Like, if
Damn.
I could after this shit, we could look at it. Like,
Yeah,
I'll show y'all. Like, shit got like 1.5 million views right now. Like,
That's
just my
crazy.
tweet.
Probably you, yeah.
So, like, I guess under that, it's me because I just did it. But shit, after that, like, if that didn't happen, shit, off some random shit going on, I'll put my money on Trill off like one of us just having them on a random video and posting it. Like, it won't even be some crazy shit. Like, he just said some wild ass statement with confidence. Like,
Yeah.
like, it'd just be one of those memes that just go viral. That's what I'd see going viral for one of us.
Shit,
Besides
yeah.
that,
Yeah, my vote is on Adon. Just like dropping some, just dropping some Latin shit and just like going wild viral.
Wow,
Like,
wow. I can
think,
see that.
Yeah, I think Adon has the most virality.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
what's
I
up.
think so too. Honestly,
I still think everybody as a unit and everybody as themselves. Anybody can go viral.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. We know that. We know that out of core. But I feel like, just like if randomly, if all 4 of us, it was just like, all right, let's all drop a video with our music in it, I feel like your shit would go viral. Like, almost a guarantee if we did it like out of a trial. We all did 4 out of 4 times. I feel like your shit would go wild viral. And I'm just saying that just because that's what the universe tells me. It's not my opinion. It's just what it is.
Well, the universe tells me let's make it happen.
Just make
Get
it
it.
happen. And then we're going to do that.
There's one dropping soon.
We talking
so.
musically, definitely I'm going Adon. Just based off of the vibes Adon got in his music, just like with the added fact that it's also Latin vibes.
Yeah.
That shit is motherfucking popcorn popping in the motherfucking microwave, you dig? Like, you're just waiting to come out the bag.
A motherfucking wild, shit.
Yeah,
Wild
facts.
twerkers going crazy.
Facts. What else y'all got for us?
Yeah, man. So like, I just want to talk about like going into 2023. You know what I'm saying? The new year. Like, what are some things that y'all like? There's a lot of things that are involved with just building a brand and you know what I'm saying. So, like, what's the plan? Is it gonna be network? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a bunch of stuff. But like, what's the plan? Talk to me.
Yeah. So the plan for 2023 would be first quarter Eli dropping his body of work. We're gonna push that to the fucking maximum. First quarter, and it's really to just capitalize on what we're doing right now. Like, I feel like the streaming space and the podcast space is really picking up. I feel like the average music artist is going to have to tap into this space, or they're gonna get left behind. 2023 is about exploring the new possibilities within the metaverse and artistry and seeing how we're going to capitalize on that realm because it's coming. We can't even ignore it.
It's undeniable.
It's undeniable. In what form, we have no idea, but it's coming. Just be prepared. And that's what really we're just getting prepared to see how we're going to capitalize on that. We're going to be doing shows all around different states. You might see a BPM hosted showcase pop up on Long Island. When it gets warmer outside.
Let's go.
A lot of that stuff. It might be in collaboration with SOS.
Hell yeah!
Might just be.
Let's fucking go.
Look for that. During spring, summertime coming up in 2023. So, I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, we're definitely ramping it up.
We're ramping it up.
There's 2023.
There's a lot of things to look forward to.
We got the foundation to see what things gain traction, what things don't really gain traction, what things gonna grab people's attention and things like that. So definitely going into 2023, pushing Eli's project, pushing Adon's project and all that. Like, we know what type of events and what type of things we want to do and promote to garner the most attention, to grab everybody's attention and bring everybody to the main source of what we trying to promote, which is the music at the end of the day.
Right.
So definitely the showcases, singles, videos, more appearances, more interviews, more shows and everything like that. More content.
More content
for the people.
Yeah, we might get on here more, like, as a group all together. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to the people more. You know what I'm saying? Dig deeper into the narrative on what's going on right now, and seeing how that gravitates and resonates with the population. So you might be seeing a lot more of us in this form.
Hell yeah! Most likely be the talk of the town.
Hey. Sneak peek.
Message.
Yeah.
So kind of just like 2022. What was the biggest, like, if y'all, I mean, there's probably not one thing that y'all could say is the biggest accomplishment or biggest takeaway of 2022. Could be a lesson, could be a, you know what I'm saying? What is it?
To sum up 2022, and this speaks for all of us.
Yeah.
Was learning. We learned a lot in 2022. That's probably the biggest, besides the music and the performance. As far as the internals, the knowledge that was gained this year to propel us into the next year was probably the biggest takeaway from this year alone.
Hell yeah.
For real. As far as being an art, as far as music creating process, as far as performance, stage presence, as far as video shoots, as far as everything that comes with what we're doing, is probably the knowledge gained in 2022, the wins, the losses, the goods, the bads, just the lessons learned from 2022 was the biggest takeaway.
Facts. And like, it's not even just like the like a lot of the growth with like Eli and Adon. It's like the growth that me and Trillian Julian also had to have in this year too, having to help bring them up to, yo, y'all got the raw talent, but y'all just need to know, like, go this way, y'all gonna get to where you want to be. Go this way, you gonna get yourself a little fucked up. Like, learning how to communicate that properly, exactly how they like to receive things, not just how, like, we deliver shit, you know, having the proper tools to project the right shit to them and all that. Like, that was another part of 2022 that I feel like we learned majorly throughout the year, even with like the stage presence, performing on like what songs to select to even perform for a set, like how to, you know, so all that little stuff definitely was a big part of 2022 for all of us, I think.
Yeah, nah, that's
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Trill,
Yeah.
Eli, Adon, SJ, man. I appreciate y'all coming down, man. For real. Like, y'all blessed the spot. And
Facts, yo.
it's been like, I mean, many memories to come, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to end with one thing. Like, you know, Trill, we were at your house the other night. And you said something, super quick. You said it, and I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, that's how I knew. You said, I just want to see us all get rich together.
Yeah.
That's what you said, bro.
Yeah,
and I was like, it's as simple as that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Surround yourself with people that want to do the same shit, bro.
Yes.
So anything y'all want to close out with? Y'all could each talk your shit, whatever y'all want to do.
Promote your shit, promote whatever.
What's going on?
Yo, 2023 Eli, the project is dropping. Yo, stay on the lookout. Yo, that shit is gonna touch you. Right my wrongs, that shit is gonna touch you. Yo, you're gonna like something on that shit. And I want you to stream that shit to the max. You feel me? You're gonna get videos, all that shit. No Socials is out already. We ain't working in collaboration with the people you see right here that we right next to. You know, we gonna push that shit out and we gonna serve it to you fresh, hot, and ready right at your doorstep. You heard?
Appreciate y'all for having us on Aqua Lounge Podcast today. Shit was lit, and there's many more to come. You can find me on Instagram, a_.bpm. A_Don.bpm.
There you go.
A_Don.bpm.
Hey.
You know how it goes.
All right, so I guess I'm going next. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but you already know it's your boy Sam John. That's on all the socials already. Like I said before, you can go catch the van right now. Link in my fucking bio on IG. Also pinned onto my Twitter right now. The Most New York Podcast. Y'all can go check that on all your streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Like I said before, the boy, if y'all need somebody to model your shits, you know, I be doing that shit, you know, I just be doing all that shit. But producing, rapping wise, you know how we doing it. Eli got next. Adon afterwards. We going from there. 2023 BPM, man. It's the takeover. You already know. It's the firm, man. Shit. If y'all don't know anything about businesses, them firms is about their businesses, man. Shit, that's all I gotta say.
All right, cool. And I just want to thank y'all again for having us up here. For one last time. Right My Wrongs coming January 2023. And yeah, man, we got to do this again. This was
Hell
fun.
yeah.
You know, next time have some different questions, hopefully new experiences. But yeah, man, we up here. The brothers is doing it again. That's it. That's what
Facts.
we do.
Appreciate y'all having us up
Thank you
here.
guys for coming
sure.
on. Thank you.
Once
Of course,
again,
man.
definitely
Hell
gotta
yeah.
thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all tapping in, y'all, man. Like, this is another unbelievable episode, man. We'll be back next time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.